Okay, do you know that most Tinubu supporters will tell you that even if Peter Obi had been there, things wouldn't have been different, or there is nothing Peter Obi would have done differently with what is currently happening with the Tinubu administration. First and foremost, let me say that in itself is an admission to the failure of Tinubu to deliver what it promised, if at all there was any promise in the first place. Now, when we told you people that, look, there is a difference between a desire to becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and being the president. Tinubu wanted a presidency by all means. As an old man who have attained all the pinnacles of wealth, all that is left is power, the ultimate power in a country, and that's the president. With president comes a lot of immunity. He can't be probed. There's so many things that being the president exempts you from. Okay, back to the issue. They will tell you that if Peter Obi had been president, there's nothing he would have done differently. That's a huge lie. Even me, I would have been able to transform this country. All I simply needed to do was to be honest. But for me to be honest, I have to be an honest person in the first place. You can't bring a dishonest person to thrive in an environment that is already dishonest. We needed somebody that is honest to first create an environment of honesty, trust, equity, justice, fairness, and all the positive virtues that guides good governance. That Tinubu does not have. Even Peter Obi said it, that for you to fight corruption, you must first yourself not be corrupt. Your family should not be corrupt. And those you circle around you should not be corrupt. I was mesmerized when I saw Peter Obi at the AFCON championship currently going on, particularly in the game between Nigeria and Angola. Now, take a good look at that picture and imagine it's a Tinubu that's there. Of course, it is incomprehensible. Here is a man who many people are losing their lives in Nigeria. Of note is over 200 lives that were lost in Plateau State. There is no Tinubu to come and commiserate with the people that are grieving, and there is no chief of army staff. Oh, what indeed an administration we have. The only person who came to show concern with the loss of life in Plateau State is Peter Obi. When there's a flood in Benue State, it was Peter Obi that went there. Now, here is a man who has a touch with the people, unlike Tinubu. All that is concerned is his tongue. And I hope those who are sold in this foolishness of being somebody's tongue and not being somebody's tongue, not being somebody's tongue, are enjoying the tongue of the Yorubas and the tongue of the Tinubu. A president who tells you that it is his tongue, who on the basis of the belief, on the basis of the entitlement that is his tongue, cannot come to the country and deliver anything. Right now, as at the time of making this video, dollar is 142 naira. And there is no hope that it's going to get better at all. Now, we cannot thrive in a country that doesn't produce anything. It is even worse when you consider the population of Nigeria to our predicament. We are growing by the seconds and we are producing nothing. So when we have many mouths consuming, we are only going to demand and demand. And the more we demand, the more money we need to spend to meet up that demand. And if we spend more money, the value of our money depreciates. We have to start producing so that people will start coming for our product and demand for our product. And therefore, we will have the power to negotiate the value of our money. It's only when we produce that our naira will appreciate. I would like to say this, and I'm saying this not for any predetermined hatred for any particular region or tribe or this thing. I'm particular about the person. Tinubu is a failure. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post now.
Everyone. So let me even apologize beforehand. Maybe I might get a bit angry as I go on. For me, I always my inside matches my outside. The way I feel, that's the way I react to things. And if I'm angry, you're gonna see it. If I'm funny, laughing, whatever. So I did a tweet yesterday, and that tweet was simply saying that Nigeria does not have a president. That's the grim truth. That's a grim reality that we all have to face. Of course, there were people, some of them, insulting, saying all sorts of things. There was even one that was like, "Oh, is this not a treasonable comment? Shouldn't the security agents be doing something about it? Shouldn't anything be doing shouldn't something be done about it?" And I replied to it, and I was like, just imagine yourself. You are a citizen, you are not a slave. But see the way you're thinking that, oh, all of a sudden they should come and arrest me because I said there's no president in the country. People are being killed, people's lives are not being protected, kids are being taken from their houses, they are being killed, and yet all you're thinking about is to defend one drug dealing person indicted in drug dealing, certificate forger, and all of that that doesn't even care about you. So I did all of that and I left. One of the things about having so many followers, especially on Twitter, is that I don't get to see a lot of messages that people post. Sometimes it takes days. And I just went in today and I saw this message from a lady that calls herself an investigative journalist, Kemi Olunolo or something like that. And she's like, "Oh yeah, Nigeria has a president. Aisha, Nigeria has a president. Leave the country if you think so, that DSS are discussing your matter." I'm like, what stupid mentality is that you're telling me, more Aisha Yesufu, that I should leave the country? No, it's Tinubu that will leave the country. Tinubu left before. Did he not go on exile before? He's the same one that will leave that country again, and not Aisha Yesufu. For people, you sit down and think that this country belongs to certain people, that I should leave the country for some people. Nigeria does not have a president. I didn't put water in my mouth when I'm saying it. I am saying it and I am repeating it. Nigeria does not have a president. That thing that is occupying Aso Villa is not a president. That thing rigged his way into office. That is not a president. And there's something my husband always says. Anytime he says that thing, it busts my head. And I might not be able to quote him very well. He always says, when people are talking about, "Oh, are you not afraid your wife will be this or that, your wife will be killed, or you will be killed, or you yourself, they will come after you, this, that." He always says, "Look," he said, I'm not quoting it, I say, we are born here. We are of here. We die here. This is our country. Anything that will happen, let it happen. DSS. I looked at that and said, DSS, that useless organization, is the most useless intelligence agency in the world. That Nigerian, that DSS, SSS, they call themselves, is the most useless of the security agencies in Nigeria. DSS will never have intelligence on people who are terrorizing Nigeria. DSS will never have intelligence on people who are killing Nigeria. It is on innocent citizens that they have intelligence on. It is when they are planning peaceful protests that all of a sudden DSS, they have intelligence. People are killing Nigerians in the forest. Where is DSS? That more Aisha Yesufu should be afraid of DSS. Then burn them well, let them come and arrest me. What are they going to do that terrorists are not already doing? Oh, they are going to arrest me. Aren't terrorists abducting people, kidnapping people? At least when DSS arrest me, I won't pay ransom. Or what else? They are going to kill me. I was born to die. I'm 50 years old. You think I'm afraid of death? A young girl was killed this year, just this year that we entered, last month, January. A young girl was killed. What was her crime? Nothing. Simply staying in her house. They abducted her and her 5 sisters. They killed her because ransom was not paid. Her result recently came out. She made a first class brain. Was not protected by this country. Citizens are being killed. Children, another one, 13-year-old. She was killed. She's the firstborn of her parents. They kidnapped them at that same time. And they took her, because they didn't pay a ransom on time, they killed her. And you think I'm better than the people that they're abducting and killing. So if DSS want to kill me, they should feel free and kill me. If it's arrest that they want to arrest me, okay, what is it? I eat once a day, so they won't even be spending too much money on me. I live 30 minutes away from their office. They know my address, they know my phone number, they know my everything. So they're not going to even be looking for me anywhere. Even if they call me and tell me to come, more, I will carry myself and go there. Who is afraid of arrest? Who is afraid of arrest? The people in prison are freer than the people that are outside. At least somebody will be there guarding me. Rather than this one that we are all. Who is guarding us? that they sit down telling me that, oh, DSS, they are talking about you. They will come and pick you, face your family, face yourself and face your family. Nigeria is my family, and I'm facing Nigeria. On my 40th birthday, I made a pact between me and my God. There was nobody there with me. It was me thinking in my thoughts, meditating between me and my God. And I said to God, if you give me another 40 years and I live here for another 40 years, I'm going to devote it to Nigeria. And I've just done 10 years of that 40 years. I said, if God gives me. So if God gives me that 40 years that I asked for, I have 30 more years. And on my 80th birthday, if I'm still alive on my 80th birthday, that's when I'll be like, Nigeria matter, I will hands up. I will not be doing my baby girl, my old woman baby girl. But until then, you people are going to hear me on this Nigerian matter. Somebody said, oh, Aisha, if not, you will die for nothing. I rather die for nothing than to live for nothing. It's you people that are afraid of death. Since 2014, I've been saying yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors, and tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. You think I was talking to you? No, I was talking to myself. Telling myself that those people that I see today, that they killed them yesterday or today, they also survived. That's me too. I'm a potential victim waiting to happen. I've known that for years. I wait for it. I'm not missing word or running away. Coming to tell me that DSS are on my matter. DSS are discussing me. Let them, because they are so useless. That's why it's Aisha Yesufu's matter they will put on the table. Not matter of securing the country. Not matter of ensuring getting intelligence that will ensure all of those terrorists, all of those kidnappers, all of those Fulani terrorists and whatever that are all over the places, that they will go after them and get them and, go do the needful with them. It's Aisha Yesufu. Now Aisha Yesufu, now they bust on her head. May I come arrest me now. I know they run anywhere. I stay here. I travel in and out of this country. Yes, because for me, staying in Nigeria, it's not that, oh, it's a must, I must stay in Nigeria. That's why I always tell people, I don't want to be a public servant. I love my freedom. When I face it down here, my daughter will be like, oh, mommy, and I'll look at her and say, you want me to come? She'll be like, yes, I want you to come. I want to meet my husband and say, oh, see what, daughter? He say, maybe she needs you over there. I say, the next thing, they don't cut ticket for me. I don't travel my own waka go. Stay as I have to stay. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or whatever. If I just want to do a few days, I will come back. That's where I live my life. I'm not here because I have to. Those of them because they think they have two passports that they can do and undo. More, I don't have any other passport. I am not interested in any other passport. I have Nigerian passport. My green passport. See it here, my green passport. This is what I have. And anywhere, everywhere, I am proud of my green passport. I dey take and waka. I no dey collect nonsense from anybody. I dey take and waka proudly anywhere. I don't need, and the fact that I don't have a second passport is because it's not because I couldn't get the opportunity or I didn't want. It's me deliberately. I didn't want to. Remember when the UK were doing their what the entrepreneurship way that you get? How much was it that you invest there? You have a pathway to get it in like 3 whatever years, 3-5. You get your a British passport or whatever. I know a lot of my friends that were disturbing me. Oh, I said no. I am okay with my Nigerianness, and nobody, they no born that person well that would make me leave Nigeria for that person or make me leave my country. No, you will rather kukuma kill me. I told DSS so. I've recently lost 20 kg, and I even want to lose more 20 kg. So I eat once a day. They don't need to feed me too much. I need small space for my exercise. Shikena, I'm good. I'm not breastfeeding any child. My youngest child is 22. And in my house, we discuss death. Even in my parents' house, we discuss death. It's a normal thing to us. We are born to die. We are not the ones that, oh, they are afraid of death. It's something that we discuss casually and whatever. It's a matter of fact in life. So there's no this thing that I'm afraid. So even if they kill me, they will not even find, my cost will not be too heavy for them to carry. For all of those of you sitting down and all you're thinking about is, oh, DSS should come and arrest her. DSS, oh, your cup will be full. You will do this, you will do that. Let my cup be full. What will they do that they have not done before? What will they do that terrorists are not doing? There's nothing. The good thing that government do, which is to provide, which is to protect lives and property, they've not been able to do it. This legitimate government that is being headed by Tinubu, they've not been able to do it. Economic empowerment, they've not been able to do. It's to steal, it's to loot from the masses. That's what they know how to do. Good governance, they don't know how to give. Development, they don't know how to do. Economic empowerment, to work on the economy of a country. Even stability, fiscal policy, zero. Monetary policy, zero. So what is it? Who are you sitting down? Is it those people that are afraid of you? Or those people that are looking for peanuts from you? Or those people that are waiting for you to give them contracts? You think those are the kind of people that Aisha Yesufu is? God forbid. You can't give me what God has not given to me. And what God has given to nobody. They're not born any of una way. May take an out from me. You can't. You can never. You understand? You can never. So you sit down there, you're saying that, they should come and arrest Aisha Yesufu. Let them come and arrest me now. Who they fear arrest? Anyani bawa nokbo. Aha busu aga gogore. Waiting. They break head na skull. Na brain they inside. Nothing else. Waiting. Blood go come up. Person go die. And when they are alive, they are sitting down there. Oh, Aisha Yesufu should be arrested. Oh, Aisha Yesufu, they are going to arrest you. DSS. That DSS person, those DSS people, that are discussing my matter, I've told Kemi, she should go and ask them whether they've paid their allowance. Let's start from there. No.
Do a lot of other things on the show. Today, we're going to be asking very salient question in the month of February. Do you truly believe in your conviction as a Christian? Do you truly trust God? And do you truly believe in your conviction that you believe in God? And I ask this question because we have a lot of people that profess religion, but when you look at their day-to-day life, their day-to-day life does not reflect what they profess. We say Nigeria is bad today. Politicians are stealing and they are corrupt. And they still take these monies to churches and mosques. And the leaders in the churches and mosques know that they got this corrupt money from being corrupt. And they can't ask them, why are you bringing corrupt money to the church? In fact, a lot of churches and mosques and religious outfits are being run by corrupt money. But you, as a pastor, as a man of God, it's easy for you to collect the corrupt money. And you think you are not part of the problem we face in society today? I was seated with a friend yesterday that says if you want to audit why we have high level of corruption, just go to religious establishments and see the high level of corruption we have. But I now further ask, what is the essence of a rebirth in Christ if you are still going to do what God has asked you not to do? What is the essence? Because what I see in society is a contrast. On one hand, we say, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not destroy. But on the other hand, we have people that profess their faith and they go ahead to kill, steal, destroy. And when they do that, they still come back and think God can be mocked and still use that proceeds of killing, stealing, and destruction to serve God. So, if you claim you love God, why would you kill in the name of God? If you claim you love God, why would you be wicked in the name of God? Why do you need to use dirty money to serve Him? The way you are currently making money for a living, like the question some Christians will ask, what would Jesus do? Do you think If who you profess you love and serve were to be on earth, do you think they will make money by slandering and destroying other people? I was talking to somebody yesterday, and he was telling me about a lady that came and said, Pastor, the man I'm dating, I just discovered that he engages in advance fee fraud. What should I do? Then the pastor said, okay, you already have your answer. You should not be equally yoked with people like that. Then what the lady now said is very shocking. The lady said, I wanted just for you to help me pray that he should hit one big deal when he scams somebody so that he can stop the job. So, it is about the person hitting big deal and scamming somebody so that they can stop and you can live happily ever after. Not about the other people the person have hurt, as long as they are not close to you. So I asked, what kind of religion do we really profess in Africa? I asked. It is a religion that supports a lot of show-off. And even all of this is being tolerated in the house of God. People are giving positions based on what they have to bring to the table. Our religion that does not ask where do people get their money from, or our religion that knows how people get their money in a way that is not certain and is not right, but chooses to look away because of its own benefits. Then I ask, do we truly love the God we profess? Because if we truly love the God we profess, why is it that there's an increase in religion, but also an increase in wickedness? Why is it that there's an increase in religion, but there's also an increase in wickedness? I mean, when you check the Abrahamic religion, there's been a real proliferation. But it also stopped people for having a real proliferation in the common level of wickedness in society. Then you ask, what's going on? Make it make sense. What's the practical understanding as regards people? Because you see, the way people practice our so-called religions today, do they know that some people died for their faith as Christians? Have they heard of the story of the likes of the Polycarps of this world? And some other great writers and thinkers that had to die for professing their faith? So, it's a conversation I want us to have. And that's why I say it's going to be short and straight to the point. Is it not best you day your day, rather than say you profess God, but there's no renewal of your heart? Because you see, that's why there's a disconnect across religious folks today, Abrahamic religion and all of that. And you look at what is happening from time immemorial as regards the Abrahamic religion and the fights they are having. Look at Gaza. Abrahamic religion at loggerheads. Destruction of both religious temples and religious pieces. Conversations around Al-Aqsa mosques. People that are said to share co-sacred sites, but they kill in this name of religion. And it's not been today that a lot of people have had to die in the name of religion. If you read the story of the Templars, the Crusaders for faith, the likes of Bernard of Clairvaux. So we ask, what is really happening? Why is the God we profess so much, but that doesn't reflect in our lives and in our dealings? Why is the God we profess? Is it that God is just a Sunday medicine? You wear your Sunday best clothes to go to church, then you come back, but Monday through to Friday, there's nothing in your character that is reflective of the fact that you even know God. You malign people, you kill, you steal, you destroy, you do all sorts of deals. You do all sorts of things. Reality? Because I wonder, what kind of real deal do we have with God? Or is it a quid pro quo deal that Monday through to Saturday, you can do everything? I know some people are going to say, yes, I'm not perfect and all of that, but who do you have as accountability partner that keeps you conscious of these things? I'm going to open the phone lines very soon so you can reach me. 0818-099-1991.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. I have to stop that particular video there. That was Rufai Oseni of Arise TV talking about religion. You know, as you all know that we've talked about this so many times on this platform. Really, religionism is one of the problems that we have. They're followed by our our traditional rulers, our you know, many things, to be honest. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. That is all I have today in terms of videos. I have some articles that I would like to quickly present as well. But meanwhile, I'd like to quickly verbally appreciate you, Mommy. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, Mommy Diaspora. Appreciate you always, always, always. Thank you very much, everybody right there on the comment section. I've showcased almost everybody already. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. Thank you, thank you. Please help us to press on the like button and help us to share. Amaka for JB, I can see you as well. Tony South, Peter Ife, and many others right there. Guys, let's move on. I have you know, like we talked about it yesterday. When it's getting better, we're gonna talk about it. But unfortunately, we don't have anything that is looking good at the moment in Nigeria. So what we see is what we present to you guys. So another killings happened again, this time in Daura. That is Buhari's town, right? So I'd like us to quickly take this one. Let me put it on the screen so we take it from here. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do my part by bringing it in. Please help us to press on the like button as well so that our voices can go far. For those of you that want to join the panel, please come in now, because after this article, we're going to start talking. But meanwhile, there you go. As you can see right there, bandits strike in Buhari's Daura hometown, kill 90-year-old woman, rest in peace granddaughter, belly open to harvest organs. Wow. Yeah, Daura in Katsina State, northwest Nigeria, is the hometown of the former President Muhammadu Buhari. Residents of Daura were on Thursday greeted by a scene of horror as 90-year-old woman and granddaughter were found dead with the latter's belly ripped open with some organs reportedly harvested. So I'm just going to leave that one there because, you know, that article was a bit horror, so I don't want to move on. I just want you guys to know that every day we see different things. Every day we see different things. It's very unfortunate, but what do I know? I'm just here for us to continue to talk about it together, you know. But meanwhile, I'd like us to quickly move on. Let's move on because I have other stuff for you guys here. I'm just trying to, the reason why I'm delaying to put on the screen, there are a lot of distraction that I try to remove before showcasing it on air. You know, like I told you guys before, Nigeria, newspapers or whatever articles is something else. But meanwhile, let me put this on screen so we can quickly take this. All right, there you go. This one is coming from the Senate. History, future generation will not forgive us, Akpabio tells senators. February 4th, 2024. In a passionate plea during the resumed plenary session on Tuesday, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has urged fellow senators to address the urgent concern faced by Nigerians. Emphasizing the historical significance of the actions, Akpabio stressed that failing to tackle these issues would be unforgivable by both history and the future generation. I'm just going to leave it right there. At least they know, right? Okay, let's assume they know, but I don't know if they're taking it serious. So I'm just going to leave that one right there so we can quickly move on. Meanwhile, I have another article here. Bear with me. Let me put this on screen quickly. We're going to start talking on time today. One moment. Yes, this one I'm not going to read because we already played the video here. That's Aisha Yesufu. You know, Tinubu supporters order attack activist Aisha Yesufu online for saying Nigeria has no president. So that was what she was talking about earlier on from the video. You know, a lot of people attacking her as we speak on Twitter. In fact, she's getting life threats and all that, including allegedly that the DSS is planning to arrest her for treasonable utterances. So I would like us to leave this one there. I don't want to take it much because of time. I really want us to start talking on time today. All right. According to the military, you know, I would like to quickly put this on air as well. Bear with me, guys. Okay, there you go. As you can see, Nigerian military eliminated scores of terrorists in air-ground operations in Katsina. So that's what we reported. You know, the Nigerian Air Force, NAF, says the air and land operation by troops of operations Hadarin Daji have eliminated scores of terrorists, Torah Hills in the Safana local government area of Katsina. So I'm just going to leave that one right there in case they show where they come from. People's Gazette, this one right there. So in case you want to read more, please visit that place and read more. Then let me put this on screen quickly as well. And let's take it from here. Okay, upon the suffering that we all are facing right now, I'm surprised if we are still hearing about the political talks. Does it mean these political talks are not suffering right now? I don't understand. As you can see there, political talks disrupt Ondo by election, cut away ballot boxes, other materials. This is still happening. I don't understand. These people, are they not suffering right now? Is the thing not affecting them? I don't know. But meanwhile, I'm just going to let that go. Like I said, I don't want to spend much time in talking here today. Thank you very much, my people. That is all we have for you. I'm going to repost a link again for those of you that want to come in, and that will be the last link I'll be posting today. If anybody come later, can you post the link? I might not post because whenever we post like that, we drag ourselves, end up 6 hours. If you want to join us on time, always join us on time. People that join me on time here, if they are not here, I wonder who will be here to assist me. You know, but some people come like 1-2 minutes to close, you come in. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying the question is, if these people that is consistent joining me from the minute I post a link, if they are not here, that means if I finish this presentation, I might likely just end the show. So let's try to keep to time so that we can take it from there. I appreciate every one of you. May God bless you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to Every one of you right there. We're going to start talking right now. I don't know if anybody, okay, nobody's calling in now. So let me start with the first person on the panel today, Madam Patricia Tabojumi. Thank you very much, Madam, for joining us today. Happy Sunday to you. I'd like you to talk to us. Okay, somebody's already calling in. Please bear with me, Madam. Let me come back to you. All right, Madam Origin, thank you very much, man, for calling in. Somebody's already calling in. Please bear with me, Madam. Let me come back to you. All right, Madam Origin.
Hello?
We'll be listening to your we'll be listening to your television for the past 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes it takes there's a kind of a lag, so I try to be smart to know when I'm gonna be picked. Anyway, I greet you, Mr.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
All the wonderful people, everyone. Today is Sunday, so happy Sunday. Mama Diaspora, everyone that have gathered this evening to do what we always do. This is a civil duty, and we pray. Anyway, it's working. It's working. It's working. I believe it's working. I had to quote Abati. I never knew I was going to borrow any word from him. He said when they were showing that lady that went to Bahamas and did all the big party and, lavishing, and there was this young girl they put in jail for spraying money, but that one was dishing out. And he said something. He said, if you lose something and, you didn't say, I lost my money, I lost my car, and you see the person driving it, you didn't say anything, that means you didn't lose anything. You didn't lose it, really. So now the obedient, the well-meaning Nigerians are screaming that what is on ground is abominable, is wrong. There is everything wrong in what is going on in Nigeria. And we, for over 1 year, every day, one man have stood, held a candle, and say, we insist. See people like Akpabio talking. That, I think that's even why I pick for. I say, Akpabio. You're talking. Akpabio, you're talking now that something is wrong. Hey, Mama Lee, I screamed though when I heard you say that Akpabio said Akpabio. Anyway, let me move away from there. Please, Aisha Yesufu, I salute you. God bless you. That's my girl. God bless you. Let's continue, everybody. And that brings me to everyone have something to say, something to do. We are all in this together. This is a call to duty for every well-meaning Nigerian. You see, Mr. Nigeria, I don't even bat an eye over any talk. They don't even exist. They are never in my purview. They are not in existence. Because what are you going to say? That is what they have chosen to do. I chose to live the other way, the other side. I believe there are two kingdoms on this planet. Hello, you are either in one or the other. Whether this one they call I call them common God man, pastorpreneur, pastor worshiper, idol worshippers. Both them. Sometimes you see, we say is it not someone that said is a man of God, is his father in the Lord, is his spiritual father. As soon as you say that, you have given your authority and your freaking life to that man. Yes, he should collect your tithe. He should collect you, because you say he's your spiritual father. You left God that created you in his image He is a spirit. And then when someone will, you know the person lied, you know he lied, and you follow the so-called God man God, your worshiper. They are idol worshippers. Them and their pastors, they are look alike. The Bible says them and their gods look the same until they change and know that God created them in his own image. If God created you in your image, what are the attributes of God? What are his characters? He said his eyes are purer than to behold iniquity. And then somebody is here talking with two sides of his mouth, lying, and you say he's a man of God. Excuse me. Okay, let me go to another one. Do I have anything else to say? I think today I'm just rambling. Thank you, sir. Thank you for holding the. I greet everyone. Let me leave the panelists to do due diligence and let's see what we can get out today. Oh, one more thing. You know what? When Rufai was talking, he was talking about, let me stress a little bit on that. Let me highlight something. These people that call Abrahamic, and I like the way that he used that Abrahamic covenant, the Christians, quote Christians. I use quote Christians. Use it. Muslims use it. The Jews, Judaism use it. And they are all in that circle. And what I tell them is this. You see, that is why I always say it. I'm proud that I am a scripture person. That is my lifeline. What the scripture that they call the Christians, quote Christians, call it Bible. In that book, they say, God himself says, is the book of law. He said, this book of law will be in your mouth. You have no business with the book of law. You are claiming your what? You don't have a semblance of God. You're claiming what? So when they gather themselves and call themselves what they call themselves, I mean, while their heart is away from God, that regime is gone. By the day Jesus, that is why for me, I'm like, thank you, God, that you ended that regime, whatever it is called, so that nobody, he said, whosoever will come. So if you have a will in you to find God, to serve him in your whole heart, you will seek the attributes of God. And let us stop deceiving ourselves. In Nigeria, I don't know, I don't want to say percentage before they come after me. It's idol worshiping. They should go and find God and stop idol worshiping. I save it. I rest it there. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Origin. God bless you, ma'am. All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. I'd like to start with the panelists right now. We might not be staying long here today, but let's see how it goes. Love of God is my strength. Is calling in. Thank you very much, Madam, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am. We can hear you. Go ahead. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for all you do.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone on the comment section and on the panel. Happy Sunday to every one of us. And I'm very sure we are okay. Thank you in Jesus' name. I'll quickly go to Aisha Yesufu. I'm so surprised, and I'm praying that the DSS should hear my voice. I'm so surprised that DSS is chasing after a citizen of a country that's got freedom of right to say how she feels or how she saw things that is happening in Nigeria. The seat of government has been vacated for over going to 3 weeks now. There's no president in Nigeria to look or to see to security or to look to economy or anything that is happening in Nigeria. And the citizen came out to say her mind and how she felt. The next thing, they said DSS are planning to arrest a citizen when he's saying something without carrying a weapon, mean anything to Nigeria DSS. Nigeria DSS should go to South Forest. That's where we need them. Now they should go and bring out those who are terrorizing Nigeria so that we can be free. Aisha Yesufu has got the right to say how she felt. It's called freedom of speech. She did not carry weapon to Asu Rock. She just said that the government seat is vacated, and it's not even showing that there's a government in the country. Even the chief of staff, nobody can even see him. There's nothing happening in Nigeria. So Aisha Yesufu saying that there's no president, I join her to say the same thing here in the UK as a citizen of Nigeria, that Nigeria has no president. My name is Joyce. There's no president in Nigeria. And I bear this beautiful name that I bear here. That's my name. There's no president in Nigeria. So not just they can't do anything. They should go and rescue people from the DSS, from the Sambisa forest. That's one. Number two, I go to the bandit in the Dara. Yes, we can now see that they are coming very close. They are coming close. So the Senate president now will come out and start saying that, oh, now we now know that the terrorist is terrorizing Nigerians because it's coming near home. They are hiding all of themselves in Abuja, locking up themselves. But now they now see that even if you're in your house, they can come. So the Senate president, Kwakpabio, now sees it that, oh, now it is time for us to do something about terrorism that's been happening in Nigeria for how many years? It is time now for him to say, oh, something needs to be done so that in future, think that they will not say, oh, they didn't do anything. Mr. Fabio, I will enter house. This is too late now when the head is cut off. This is my new word now. I don't know why it's coming into my mouth. So what am I saying now? Please, Akpabio, you have just started though. I'm not saying that anybody will come to you, but Abuja at the moment is hot. So you are not looking for a solution. How you are going to do something so that terrorism will stop. After a lot of families have lost their children, husband has been taken, wife has been taken, children have been mutilated before the time for them to know a man, and you are not talking. It's too late, Akpabio. It's too late. Please go and enter house. Number 4, I want to talk of Rufai Oseni. I want to say thank you for all you said. Thank you for talking to Nigeria about the truth in Christ. You see, when I look at Nigeria, I saw some people crying today. I saw all of them crying that they are hungry, they are doing this. And I said, oh, it's late. Oh. When they told you people to choose the right person, you said no. Yeah, our local, it is our turn. And now I look at all Nigeria, and I see that those people who say our local, they are the ones that are crying more. I'm not rejoicing. I'm not saying that I'm happy, but I'm just telling them that this is a lesson to everybody. Next time, when you see people, you will not look at tribe. You will not look at color. You will not look at where they're from. You choose the right person to lead your country. I'll quickly, if you can just let me use the Bible verse. When God was looking after the Israelites, they got tired. They said they wanted a king. God gave them Saul. When God gave them Saul, they start to see suffer. And they start crying to Samuel. And Samuel went to the Lord, and God told Samuel, it's not me, it's not you they rejected, but they rejected me. And from then on, Israelites were fighting war for all corners. That is what is happening now in Nigeria. We have not seen anything, but I pray that God's hand will come and settle everything. So that those who will call God and say, oh, Father, we repent for all what we have done, all the atrocity that has been done by the religious leaders in our country, who have participated to make people cry, who have participated with political party to destroy the life of people. If they can come together and raise up their voice, the God said, he will hear from heaven and will come and heal our land, so that righteousness can exalt our nation. Thank you, Nadia Wash. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Madam. Love God is my strength. Thank you very much for your submission.
Bye.
Okay. All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for your patience with us. Let's quickly start talking. Madam Patricia, please, I'd like you to talk to us over what we've presented today. Good evening to you once again.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm glad to be here again. Thank you for the opportunity. Can anyone hear me? I'm not sure.
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah, I think
we can hear you.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I'm talking. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I can't hear you.
We can hear you.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you. But it seems there's an issue.
Okay, okay. Come back again then. Let me move on to the next person.
I, I can. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's from me though, but no worries. That's fine.
Yes. All right. You muted yourself. Do you want to come back again? I don't know.
No, no. Okay, it's clearer now. Can you
Okay,
hear
then
me
go ahead.
now?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think it's fluctuating somehow. Yeah, thank you again for the opportunity, and of course, happy weekend or happy new week to everyone from wherever you are watching us from. Um, I want to talk about the one concerning Aisha Yusuf. I think she said it was the journalist that a journalist or investigative journalist that actually mentioned it. It's not like it has been said that they are looking for her, that the DSS want to go and arrest her, but she got to, she got that information or whatever. But this journalist was the one that said so on her platform. So that could even be a lie as well. It could just be somebody that is overzealous in protecting Tinubu, someone working for Tinubu that wanted to kind of just put fear in her. But you see, I love her spirit, you know, because whether you talk, you go buy, whether you not talk, you go buy. It's better, you buy for the right thing than dying as a coward. So it's something that if you've come this far, then it's something that was embedded in you. It's not something you just stumble into now, you know. Like I give my own story here all the time. It was from a child that I knew that Nigeria would never ever work. With these settings that is on ground, to never work. And no matter how much we want to deceive ourselves, claiming one Nigeria, it will not work. And the best solution is for the country to divide itself because of the difference between the beliefs and belief system and also the culture. So you cannot lump people together and ask them to be one. Even in these places that we are, in Europe, for example, you know, even the Danish speaks almost similar language like the Swedish. The Swedish speak almost similar language like the Danish and the Norwegian. But that does not make them one. Even as close as they are, they could not even stay as one. It got to a point everybody had to like go in their individual ways. So Nigeria being where it is today, I don't see it working, and unless something is unless things change. So Aisha Yusuf is something that she had carried. She didn't just become this way. She has been an activist in her own way, in her own small way, even from a child. You know, so it's not something that you stumble into at this age. She's 50, she said. So I understand. I understand her. So that, it's not something to scare people like that. You know, people that knows that it's about seeing the country, seeing people living a good life. What will it? I mean, what joy does anybody derive from seeing others suffering? I don't get it. So that's where she is, and that's why she's bold, because it's good to buy for the right thing than buying for nothing. You know, I think it's better. So I salute her courage, and that's why we are here, most of us, saying these things as well, because it's not about us anymore. It's about the people. It's about Nigerians. You know, it's not It's not about most of us here. We have our life, we have, everything that we require. But looking at those people, I think everybody deserve a good life. So that's why I will always speak. That's why I will always be here. So Aisha is doing what she's called to do. And like she said, she's not afraid to buy. If she buys, along the line, it's even better, she said. So I concur with her. I can also say the same, that if by doing good I buy too, then I'm glad. If by standing for what is right I buy too, then I will be very, very glad. But to see right and call it wrong, I don't think I will be okay to buy that way. So it's better to stand for what is right and do the needful to make sure that other people, have a decent life like you too, because nobody deserve. It's this one life all of us have. This is the one we know now. Yes, we know that, yes, as Christians, we have a life to come where we are going, but this is the present one that we are living now. I think everybody deserves to have it nice. Nobody should be seen to be, better than another person. So, um, the DSS, if that is your plan, I think you should go back and think about your life. All of you people should go and think about what you should be doing with your lives, because you have failed Nigerians and you have failed yourself and your generations. So you have to know that despite the fact that you don't have any accountability, nobody that is calling you to come and account for what you are doing. Remember that you have one that is the judge of all, that you have to account to at a certain time. So we leave that at that. Rufai, what was Rufai saying actually? I think he was talking about the religion, people religion. Yeah. For me, I would say religion is the problem in most places. Religion is the problem. But Christianity is not a religion. That's where many people that are not so knowledgeful, they will come out now and start to attack. But I speak the truth. Christianity is not a religion. Before Jesus came, there were religions in this world. If religion were able to solve the problem, God would have not need to send Jesus. Okay? So religion is a problem, but Christianity is not a religion. But many people, try to model Christianity as a religion. And that's where the problem is. If you truly are a Christian, there are certain things that you will not be okay with. For example, just seeing people suffering, you will not be okay with it, because you know that poverty is not from God. Even though he said the poor you will always have with you, it doesn't mean that you have to be poor. It doesn't mean that, poverty is a choice. Poverty is man-made, you see. The earth is full of God's goodness. So there is treasures in this world. The wealth in this world is more than the people in this world. What is in the world for people to enjoy, which God put in this earth for us, is more than what the people in this earth. But what happens? God made kings. Men want to make slaves out of other men. That's what we are seeing. So religion is the problem. It is a big problem, because they don't understand what it is. In the different religions, they practice, whatever they think is good, is something that is good for you, is good for me, but there is selfishness in whatever they are practicing. But Christianity is love, self-giving. You give yourself completely. Somebody can look at you and say, oh, you are being shortchanged. No, it's not like that. You live like Christ. You are Christ-like. Christ came to lay his life for others. He laid down his life. Say greater love.
Mother Patricia, that was not what Rufai was saying. Rufai was not preaching. Rufai was saying that why is the religious leaders in Nigeria deceiving everybody, praying for Yahoo people?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That religion. That's it now, because they are practicing religion.
No, but no.
They are practicing religion.
Oh, hold on, madam. We are talking about the pastor deceiving people, stealing from people, conning people to die young. To address it well, don't preach Bible for us.
That's what I'm saying now. That's the same thing, Mr. Evans. That's because They are not walking in the light. Okay, they are not, they are deceiving themselves. They are practicing religion. That's what religion gives. Religion is selfish. Religion is, self-protective. Do you understand? It's not caring about other people. It doesn't care where they get the money. As long as they bring it, they will accept it. But if you are practicing true Christianity, you're supposed to ask, where are you working? Coming with such amount of money. What is your salary? Do you understand? So that is what it is. So it's because religion, it doesn't care. Even in Bible days, the religion people, they were also like this. Okay, nobody asked them where they get the money from, as long as they brought them and they took it. Do you understand? So that's where I'm driving at. Yes, that's why I'm telling you, I'm agreeing that religion is a problem. It's a problem because it's not self-giving. It doesn't care about other people. It's selfish. You know, it says it preaches love, but inside it's not love. Deep down, it's not love. It's full of hatred. It's full of greed. It's full of selfishness and self exaltation. That's what religion is all about. But Christianity is self-giving, is love. When somebody comes into your church and bring the job the person is doing. For example, okay, somebody doesn't even have work and is bringing you thousands and thousands of tithes. Will you not call the person and ask him, hello, brother or sister, where do you get this money from? Instead of bringing it and say, oh, it doesn't matter, as long as I didn't ask them to bring it, they brought it. No, you are there to correct that person. That's why you are there as a pastor or as an imam. You are supposed to correct them, lead them in the right path. But in this case, that's not what they are doing. Even the Christianity they are practicing in Nigeria is also very, very I would say is self-deceiving. They deceive themselves. That's what I see. Many of them deceive themselves because I don't see anyhow that can lead anybody anywhere. So I'll leave it at that. So I don't know. Did I do
Thank
justice to it, or you think I'm shying away from it?
no, that's
I'm not
fine. You've
shying
given
away
your
from
submission. Thank you,
it.
madam. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Let's hear from somebody else. Thank you very much, my people. Right there. If you're listening to us, please do your part. Press on the like button. You can see Madam Origin right there on the comment section as well. Madam Luke, you're on the panel on the comment section. Black Panther, I can see you. Thank you very much. Ejidima, thank you very much. God bless you all. Please press on that like button. I'd like to hear from Madam Luke. Madam Luke, good evening to you, man. Please talk to us.
Oh, good afternoon from over here. It's exactly 2:39. I greet you, Mr. Elvis. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm very good, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I did send you a link. It looks like it's about to go down in Senegal. So check that out on the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Mommy D. Heavy, heavy Mommy D. How are you? God bless you always for cheering us on. The panelists, the moderators for keeping us sane, commentators, viewers, chatters, and just the wonderful Niger Watch family. I want to correct something right there on the chat section. Aisha Yesufu is not from Arewa Nation. Aisha Yesufu is from Edo State. So please, people should desist from calling her an Arewa native. She is from Edo State. Thank you. Now, let me go to the agenda of the day. We started with Aisha Yesufu. Again, she is from Edo State, and she has been an activist, civil rights activist for a very long time. So her voice has been very vocal. She has never made herself unknown or hidden as to where she stands concerning this illegitimate government. She has said it many times that Tinubu is not her president, and she always refers to Obi as her president, despite the fact that the reality is that Tinubu was given the mandate. So she has been attacked severally, even when she was campaigning with Obi. I remember El Rufai's son came out and attacked her that she was dancing like a she-goat. And of course, she did not spare him. She gave him his own woto and dragged him and his whole family secrets and nasty linen on social media. So, like Madam Patricia said, or is it Madam Origin, or one of the esteemed ladies of the panel of the Niger Watch family, all we are hearing is the same old threats. Of course, at the time her YouTube channel was shut down, and after months, she was able to secure her rights back. So whatever it is, whether truth or dare, let the DSS or whoever is sending these people to go ahead and arrest her. Probably that's going to be the Irish Spring or Arab Spring, whether Irish Spring soap, I don't know. Arab Spring or Nigerian Spring or Edo Spring. Maybe that is where something is going to come up from. So they should go ahead and go ahead and try their luck, because what these people are doing is pushing Nigerians to the precipice, to the very edge of the cliff. You don't have money, you don't have light, you don't have water, you don't have, then they want to take your last asset, which is your voice, the only thing you have left. So they should try their luck. I will leave it at that. Aisha, my man, my woman, keep doing what you're doing. We're all here doing the same thing. They should come and shut us all up. Haruna Goro is doing his own in one side. There are too many voices to be clamped down. So they should leave the things they're supposed to do and start focusing on innocent citizens to clamp them down, because that's what they do best. Terror in disguise. So they should go ahead and try their luck. Thank you. Now, coming to the next one, Rufai Hosseini. Rufai Hosseini was not preaching. He was actually questioning the state of religion in Nigeria. And all he could say was a matter of the Bajwe followers plus the Bajwe preachers. Meaning religion has not shown anything in our lives as to how we can improve our polity and how we can even improve our whole collective lot professionally or personally. It means what he said is that our worship and our beliefs or whatever we hold dear to our hearts is all fake. Meaning we are preaching one thing and doing something else. That we are not true to whatever we hold as our religion or what we believe. And it wasn't even necessarily, even with Christianity, as not necessarily with Christianity, it applies to all religions. The Muslims do not follow their Muslim tenets, even if they pretend to be Muslims. They are all rogues and thieves and covetous. Christians are doing the same thing. At the end of the day, can't tell what one religion is different from the other. It looks like everybody is practicing paganism. That's what Rufai was trying to say. So, you all that practice religion, I certainly do not. And I will never practice any religion because my eyes have been open for a longest time and I refuse to be led by any middleman. My relationship with God is very private. There is no middleman between me and my God, whatever it is I choose to worship. When I finish, I close my door and I go about my business. So for those of you who try to call to worship in 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 8 or gathered, that is your business, it's your choice. But I have chosen what works for me, and it has been working well for me now for a very long time. I have peace that passeth all understanding, and I can sleep very well at night. So until you can show me the difference between somebody who practices religion and a pagan, then we can be in business talking. But other than that, this is the no-go area. Because religion has been used as an enabler of crime. They use it for advanced fee fraud. It's 419. Anytime somebody calls them a Christian, they will open their mouth and fleece you of your wallet because you think you can buy salvation. Just like you think you can buy your way on earth, you think you can also buy your way in the afterlife. It doesn't work that way. Nobody has ever gone from this earth to tell us what they have seen on the afterlife. So when you go out of this planet, then you can talk wherever you are. But right now, there's no connection between the life and the afterworld. I mean, the afterlife. So let's cut off all this bad way. It's not working. Be true to yourself. Practice what you preach, is what Rufai was trying to say, especially for politicians. Now, coming to that article of the 90-year-old lady that was kidnapped in Daura, I googled it, and apparently there is no age limit for how you can donate organs. So that is why, and I have said it many times, this kidnapping is a side hustle for kidnappers to harvest the organs of their victims. When you are, even people that are staging kidnap, they are donating their family members freely for as rituals. When I said it was a scam, people fail to look at the greater picture. I'm not saying it's not happening, but when money exchanges hands, you need to find out where the paper trail is going and what exactly is going on. But there is no investigation. All we can hear is smoke screen. So we have the truth mixed with the lies and the falsehoods. At the end of the day, you don't know what to believe. But I have always maintained kidnapping is a side hustle for ritualists and organ harvesters. So you can take that to the bank. It's happening now. How can you kidnap a 90-year-old woman? So when these kidnappers kidnap people for organ harvesting, you don't even do a medical test. You just harvest the organs. Even if it's diseased, you just harvest it and send it to anybody to go and do trial and error to put it in somebody else's body. I don't know how this works. But of course, religion is here. These are people who practice religion, right?
Mother Luke, no, that's not how it works. These guys are not taking organs out of the body because they want to transfer it into other body. They are using it for ritualism.
Oh, no. I know that. But what I'm saying, there's already some organ donation is a big business here too, that they sell to the underworld for people who are waiting for kidneys, livers all over the world. Yes, ritual is one of them. But there are other people here who are putting organs in freezers, in cool freezers, and transporting across international spaces. There's a market for it. Yes. Ritualism is just one aspect. But there's a big market for organ donate transplants. That is why when you see people, they hijack people, they wake up, you open their side, something is missing from their body. There is also a market for that, truly. Yeah, I agree. So Akpabio, you know now, the tables are, you see the guilty are afraid. Akpabio has started shaking. Now he went to Cote d'Ivoire, nobody looked at him. He now felt this shame outside the country. He now came back to know how detested this Tinubu government is. Now he's having a call to Jesus or whatever he worship moment. So I hope his conscience continues to prick him and he will start singing like a canary also to the whole world. Now you talked about the military operations in Casina. We don't see any evidence, so I don't believe them. No verse. You can't just come out and badger us and tell us you did this, you did this, you did this. Did they identify any criminal? Did they identify anybody? Did they do any test to see forensically if these are Nigerians or not? So you see, anything I believe I see online, I just tend to take it with a grain of salt. So that one, another bad joy for there. Political thugs, what do you expect? They're getting paid. So why are you going to ask us? Are they not suffering yet? This is a paid job, and that's how they eat. So as long as they keep paying them to constitute unrest here in Nigeria, you will continue to have these thugs because they're hungry. And a hungry man knows no conscience. They will continue to get paid, just like the judges. It's cash out season during election for both political thugs and the judiciary. Are you kidding me? So you see, yeah, they're suffering enough. They're not suffering enough. They're suffering enough, but they're getting paid. So that money they're getting from the blood of other people, they will use it to work for the benefit of their own pockets. And they'll come back and still cry. It doesn't mean they're not going to come back and cry. They're serving two masters. Anywhere belly face. Just like your politicians. Thank you very much.
All right, Mother Luke, thank you very much for your submission. It's very unfortunate what is going on in Nigeria, and in this moment, despite all the situation that that is currently going on in Nigeria, we still have people that is fighting for this APC and the government. I'm so surprised. There's a lot of youth on social media, for example, since yesterday, attacking Aisha Yusuf, insulting her, threatening her, and all that. I don't understand. Is Aisha Yusuf fighting for herself or for everybody? I don't understand. You know, she wants a better Nigeria. Is anything wrong with that? Hi. Now, wow. We have a long way to go. How much are they paying these people that is doing this thing? How much? How much they paid you to come on air or anywhere to speak for these people that is your oppressors? Let me use that word. These are your oppressors. It is obvious. It's not assumption. They are your oppressors. They are denying you from your constitutional rights, the things that you're supposed to enjoy and benefit as a citizen of the country. And you are still fighting for them. Their family lives abroad. When they are going for shopping, they go to one of the best countries. They do shopping from $100,000 to $1 million. They drive the best of cars. They live in best accommodations. They have the best medical care all over the world. And you that is fighting for these people, are you okay? It's a question. You are fighting for them. I don't understand. Are you aware, according to our constitution, it is your right to call out the satanic government if they are not doing the right thing. It is your right. So why are you not demonstrating your patriotism in the rightful way, in a positive manner, rather supporting these people? How much are they paying you? That's what I want to understand. Are you telling me these guys are giving you, all of you, 20 million naira? No. So you mean maybe you collected 50,000 naira, you come on air and be attacking people? Wow.
Mr. Elvis, Mr.
Ma,
Elvis,
yes,
they
ma'am.
are doing it because they want the status quo to continue. I think you remember when I told you that there was one APC guy that I spoke to during that election when I was trying to tell him, listen, you are a young man. Why don't you vote for somebody that will change Nigeria? I told you how what he said now that he must also own his own jet before he dies. Okay,
You
so
see?
tell me, this somebody that is not working. He's not working. He's only an age. He was what they call you what they call it APC representative in one of the local governments. Not even local government. What they call them? All these they are after the local government. Then you zone. They also have a ward. It's a ward chairman for APC, and he was saying that he will also have his jet before he died. Can you imagine? So they
Very
want the
sad.
status quo to continue because they are thinking if they join us to stop this criminality, then they will never ever be able to get those money that they will use to oppress other people. Do you understand? That's why they have their mindset twisted. They have a twisted mind. That's the reason.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Let's move on. Let me call on Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please, I would like you to talk to us. You're the last on the panel, so we can have a final submission and end the show. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I believe you are doing very well today.
Yes, I'm good. I'm good because you guys can see I came out late. I was actually watching my football, my Arsenal. I'm Arsenal fan, so we
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
We beat Liverpool 3-1. So
Um,
at least I'm happy. I'm happy here in the United
yeah.
Kingdom. You
I'm
know.
not. I'm not.
Thank
I'm
you,
not
sir.
an Arsenal. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I think this is your year. Something like that. It could. It
I
could
beg go make
happen.
una pray for us. It's our year. Oh.
Yeah. Greetings to everyone, and greetings to all the ladies on the panel. And thanks for all the submission that you've made. Those on the comment section. And greetings to everyone there. I welcome everyone. Thank you. You know, today is so funny because I wanted really to dwell on this matter of the Daura woman that was killed. But I think the ladies did justice to that. But when you brought out this story of what is going on, that political thugs disrupt Ondo by election, I mean, that just made my head to spin. I sat there, then I went back and I read the whole thing. It just made my head to spin, coupled with what Aisha said. She also made a profound statement towards the end of that video. But before I come to that, let me just say, I agree with her completely. Nigeria has no president. That's my own position. That's my own belief. It even transcends opinion. It is completely transcend opinion. It's what I stand by it. Opinion would be an understatement. Nigeria has no president as we speak right now. There's no president. It can be there, it can be taking the decision, taking the executive decision that are affecting everybody all over the place, but affecting everyone in a negative way. Women knows this better. Some women will tell you that they have husband, and they will say this one is not husband. He has husband physically. You can see that this is a man. He has a woman who say this is husband. Some women say this one is not husband. It's just the way we know he's there. All the children carries his name. The wife carries his name all over the place. But they will tell you this one is not a man. And we have them all over the place. I equate that with what is going on in Nigeria with my position as a Nigerian. We have no president. Yeah, he can be there as a figurehead. That man that is not a man, he still takes all the decision at home. He still tells them what to do, what not to do. But they will tell you this one is not a man based on his antecedent, what he's doing, what he has done, what he is still doing. They will say this one is not a man. He's just wearing trousers. In fact, he's short knicker. He's not a man. The same thing with Nigeria. Nigeria does not have a president. He can be taking all the decisions. We don't have a president. And the DSS planning or preparing to arrest Aisha Yesufu. See, that's exactly, I was still, thinking about that before you presented that article. Political talk distract Ondopo. It just made me to come to the conclusion that people, I know there are some medical experts here, people with medical background, medical professionals are here. I'm not a medical professional, but at least I know certain diseases. We all know certain diseases. When we hear them, we know the symptoms. We know what causes them. Nigeria has a serious mental problem. Seriously, there's a serious mental problem in Nigeria. There's a serious one in Nigeria. Because at this time, at this moment, with everything that is going on in Nigeria, this is the least headline I was expecting, that there will still be some hoodlums, people who has no brain at all, coming out to say they are disrupting elections. That's a serious one. There's a serious medical problem in that country. It's a disease. And you ask a question just in your closing, and just shortly now, Mr. Evans, you say, you don't understand. Are these people paid? Aside from whatever they are being paid, they have mental problems. It's because at this point in time, I don't know where to put it. It's a country, I always say that Nigeria is a country of hypocrites, psychopaths. But now, largely, Nigeria is a country of psychopaths.
You have a background noise, sir. Please, your audio is making so much noise. Keep it one place.
Sorry about that. Okay, hold on, please. Hold on.
All right, guys. Please help us to press on.
Am I better now? Is it better now?
Yeah, you are good. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry about that disruption. Yeah. What I was just saying is that that country is there's a serious mental problem going on. I can't believe it that there will be an election, whether it is by election, whether it is even ordinary ward election, that people with what is going on in Nigeria now, that people will still come out to come and these are they're just there to disrupt the system. These are symptoms of a psychopath. They have serious antisocial disorder. They don't want anything to work. They just want to go against the society. They go against all norms and all rules. They have no conscience. They have no guilt. People just buy in Ekiti State some few days ago. We know what happened towards the end of the year in Plateau. We know the bomb that was dropped in Kaduna on innocent people. We know the killings, the banditry, everything that is going on in Nigeria. Insecurity issue. Put that aside. The ones that even affect you on a daily basis. The economy problem or problems that we have. And at this time, at this moment, there is no doubt about it. Nigeria has a serious mental problem. This is a serious one. And even giving them guns, giving those people, the kind of people like that guns, then forget it. Forget it. It will be Rwanda. Rwanda will be a child's play. The Rwanda massacre. It will be a Darfur of Somalia in the early 90s. It will be a child's play. Because that problem must be dealt with. When you have a society that is it poverty that has brought them to this level of psychopathy? I can't figure it out. Even the churches and the mosque, they are part of the problem. We all know that. I don't know what they are practicing in Nigeria. All I know is that it is not Christianity. Whatever you want to call it, you can call it. But all I know beyond reasonable doubt that it is not Christianity. Maybe they are practicing something else. The Christianity that I know, the one that the Bible, the Word of God talked about, that is not the one they are practicing in Nigeria. Definitely, it is not that one. If I talked about convictions, they don't have any convictions in Nigeria. Forget it. They don't have convictions. All these church leaders, all these religious leaders, Muslim clerics and Islamic clerics and pastors and all of them, their role is cut out for them, which is cage the people, continue to put them inside the cage, and we, the government, will continue to protect you. We will not come after your crimes. That is the covenant between these two, between the church, between the church, between religion and the state in Nigeria. They have a covenant. They have whether it is an unwritten one, but it is a well stated. It is a well known. It's a covenant. Maybe it's even written somewhere. Who knows? Is a covenant which is continue to cage the people. Let them remain in that state of mental psychopathy. They must remain there. And as long as you continue to do that for us, we will not come after you. You can commit all the crimes. Unaudited financial statement. Loot the people. Lies to collect money from them. What they are doing is not different from what the Yahoo is doing. But you can do your own. That's our covenant. We'll do our part. We will not come after you. But the day you stop to cage the people, the day you start telling the people the truth, the day you start letting them know that the problems of Nigeria, then your days are numbered. We will come after you. It takes one single law, one single government policy. They will throw it out today, and all the churches and mosques in Nigeria will buy. I'm telling you, it's only one law. They will cry all they like. One law will kill all of them. One will buy all of them. They will all enter house, as they say here. All of them. especially those ones that are really, really, when I say really, really, really fake among them, they can't last 24 hours. It takes one government policy, just one. They will come after them. They will throw that policy out. Not even a law, not even a government, not even a constitutional law that will emerge from the Senate or from the House. No, 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 no. Just one law, even one local government law, single local government law alone. Forget about state, forget about federal. They walk by. But as long as they keep it, cage the people for us. Don't let them think. Don't let them reason. Continue to do that for us. And everybody, the party is fine. Everybody will be happy. That's what I see in Nigeria. Because at this stage, at this time, so that means that if there is a state or a general election in Nigeria today, it is clear that February 23rd, 25th, 2023, March 16, 2023 will be a child's play. That means it will be, what we will see will be pro max. In fact, pro. They have learned nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's what we see now. And these are being perpetrated by people. The DSS. When Aisha said, she said something towards the end of that video. She said something there. She said, the DSS, that they have not even paid their bonus. These are the people. That's a serious mental problem. They have not even paid them their bonuses. Most of them, they are underpaid. And they are still doing this. Where is DSS? That's all they know to do. Coming after an individual who is playing a role, a constitutional, who is displaying, exercising a constitutional rights of free speech. Those are the people you can come after. You can come people, a woman, 81-year-old woman, a 90-year-old woman. A bandit, they just struck a 90-year-old woman. Was it kidnapped in Castina? Where is DSS? That's not even your job anyways. That's the job of the police. Where is DSS in play 2? What have they done in play 2? Where is DSS in play 2? Coming after a citizen, exercising a constitutional right of free speech, freedom of speech. That's what you are coming after. They have problem. They have serious mental problem. Somebody will have to tell me. Maybe some medical people who have medical professionals will have to come out and tell us what if that is not the case. Maybe they know better. But for me, that just reading what psychopathy is, they display all the characteristics, all the symptoms of a psychopath. Nigerians and most Nigerians have these symptoms. And that is what we're seeing in Nigeria. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to call it. Hello, Mr. Harris. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So what I'm saying is that for me, it is so unfortunate that the problem we have in Nigeria, they always say, before you solve anything, you must first of all identify the problem. I believe today I come to that conclusion that largely part of Nigerian problem is mental problem. And that problem has been brought about by poverty, the way government has been able to sideline people, to change people. People's mental state is so their thought process is so faulty in that country that even if you are a stark illiterate, talk of stark illiterate in Nigeria, they are very smart, they are very wise. Very smart, very wise. Most of them, they do businesses all over the place. They are very calculated. They know what they are doing. They run their businesses so effectively. They know what they are doing. It is even the educated one that have this mental problem. It's a serious mental problem. Because I don't see any reason why some people will still gather together and disrupt an election in Nigeria 2024 with everything that is happening in Nigeria today. And you don't want the country to move forward, to even conduct a free and fair election, and all you can do. That's a symptoms of someone that has mental problem. Whatever money they are being paid, alongside with that, they have mental problem. Because if they are paying you that money, your head, your brain will tell you what is happening. What is happening in this country? The money that will not, can that money take you for 1 year? The money they are paying, because you will come again, they will not give you the money that will be enough for you. Because they are coming back, they need you again, the next cycle. They need you going forward. In some cases, they need you even on a daily basis. All these people that are all over the social media, they need them ongoing from time to time. So that means they cannot think, they can't reason that, wait, what is going on here? You are giving me this money and I can see what is going on in my country. So there's a total disconnect. There's a serious mental problem. I want to conclude that today, that Nigeria has a serious mental problem. So when we see all these things happening, people that will come to social, can you imagine someone attacking Aisha Yesufu on social media? That person has a serious problem. He has a serious mental problem. Whatever amount is being paid, it needs to be, mental problem sometimes is very difficult to diagnose. And most people who has mental problem don't even know that they have one. But because of poverty, because of the state of mind of the people in Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians are in this mess, in this situation right now. And where where should have been the last hope, one of the areas that should have been the last, which is the church and the mosques where they will go to and get some succor, that has even messed it up even further. That is why they can catch them successfully in churches and in mosques across the country. Because the people you are speaking to, they cannot reason. Their mental state is so faulty. Their thought process is so faulty. That is why you can tell them to donate all their life savings. They will donate, knowing fully well that there is nothing. I don't know. Maybe some people will come out and explain it better and tell us what the problem is. Manipulating the people. Manipulating the people. That's what they do in the church. They manipulate them. Experts will tell us that that's one of the symptoms of a psychopath. Medical experts will tell us that's one of the traits of a psychopath, manipulation. They manipulate people. They violate their rights. Those are the traits of a psychopath. The leaders are psychopaths. The followers are psychopaths. The end result is total chaos. So for me, even the one that is there, the so-called one that is there, that is parading himself as Mr. Tinubu parading himself all over the place, has a serious one. Is a serious psychopath. He has all the symptoms. All the symptoms of a psychopath. He has it all. He displays it on a daily basis. Because it will take a psychopath for what is happening in Nigeria now. You will abandon the country and then you will go overseas and you will be comfortable there. That means they have no conscience. That's the symptoms of a psychopath. No conscience. They have no guilt. They don't feel any sense of guilt. Even when people are dying around them, people are dying around them, they don't care. That's why a psychopath will take a gun, enter into a shopping mall, and buy 100 people at a time because he has no conscience. He has no guilt. What's the difference between that guy that carries a gun, enter into the mall, a shopping mall, and buy 100 people at it within 10 minutes, and the one that call himself the leader of a country that people are buying in their hundreds now, and you don't care? They are all in the same basket. They are all psychopaths. That's what we have. People that has no conscience. And on top of it all, you will see they refuse to accept responsibility. That's the trait of a psychopath. They don't accept responsibility ever for their actions. They will tell you they are right. That's why you see all these gigolos, whatever you want to, they come on social media and be talking rubbish, thinking that they are right. At all times they are right. They never accept responsibility. They never accept that they are at fault at any point in time. That's where we are. That's the state of the country at this point in time. No convictions of any kind from the so-called ruiners. They don't have any convictions, because if you do at this time, if you do, you have convictions, Nigeria, you will come out and you will come clean. Your convictions will be clear to people, unambiguous. It will be clear what you want to do, what you want to achieve, when you want to achieve it. It will be clear. People will know this is what you stood for. It will be clear. But that's not what we have. So they don't have convictions. So they can. That's why they are running about. So that's our state of mind in Nigeria, Mr. Elvis. I will leave it. I will leave it at that for now, and allow if there's any other one want to speak, and then if I have
Okay.
the opportunity again, I will continue. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank
Thanks
you.
to everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, for your submission. Because we're not much today, that's why I didn't give anybody time, but at least we all have given submission already. So we're going to have a final submission. So it looks like today will be beautiful. For me, we'll be rounding up within the at least 2 hours. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. God bless you all. As you all know, I don't supposed to even be here Saturday or Sunday at all. I want to thank some of you that is encouraging us to keep the consistency. If not, maybe by now, for those take some days off from what we're doing. It's not easy. But let me take some call. I have Mr. Chris with us. Mr. Chris, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Ninja. Good evening, everybody. Let me just stand on the existing protocol and make my contribution. And concerning the issues that we have brought up, it's just one issue concerning the religious leaders. I think if we want to look at it, it's better we look at it holistically, as in we shouldn't just focus only on the Christian side. We also have to look at the traditional religious leaders and the Islamic religious leaders. Yes, because in Lagos, it was the traditional leaders that stopped the obedience from voting. We remember the Oro traditional worshippers, that they have to even change the official dates that they do the official timing for their celebration, all in a bid to keep non-indigents away from voting. But unfortunately, that's how our system is. It's all religious leaders from all sides of the divide. And then, like Madam Patricia was trying to explain clearly, if you have, it's important we separate religion from Christianity. That's also very important. Any religious leaders that are supporting this political system, obviously they are not Christians, irrespective of who you are, irrespective of how big your church is. As long as you don't see anything wrong with this system, as long as you keep telling us to keep supporting this system, it means you are not Christ-like, you are not a Christian, you are not.
Mr. Chris, we can't hear you anymore. Mr. Chris, we lost you there. Okay, we lost him, although I've not ended the call yet. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Please help us to press on the like button after end the call. Maybe you can quickly call back if he still want to speak. Okay, let me call him. Because I don't want him to call while people are already talking on the panel. Let's see if he's going to pick. Okay, I think it's his network. It's not even ringing from here. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Mother Patricia, please give us your final submission. Thank you, ma.
I wanted to say maybe he can come to the to the panel, so he can
No, we are
give his.
rounding up now. So, okay, he's calling back. He's calling back. All right, Mr. Chris, what happened?
Hello?
What happened, sir?
It's connection. I don't know. All of a sudden, I got disconnected.
Okay, so, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm talking about religion. Mr. Nanjao, you see, I know you so much believe on the workability of Nigeria, but we must have to understand that religion is one of the major ideological differences that we have in Nigeria. And any country where there are vast ideological differences, those countries, they don't work. They don't work. And the way Nigeria stands now, it's never going to work unless we do major changes. We have to allow every region to practice whatever they like, and they develop across their own religious ideas. If you take, for example, there are many countries, so many countries, where the first thing I can even say, if you can give me only one country in the whole world that has equal number of Christians and Muslims that is working, then we'll start talking from there. Now, if we look at two countries, Austria and Germany, they speak the same language. They are the same people, but they are different countries. The only difference between them is the ideological differences. That is why they couldn't exist together. If you look at Belgium and France, over 70% of people in Belgium, they speak French. And yet they are not the same country with France. They are still different countries because they have different ideologies. But in Nigeria, it is even worse. We have religious ideology, we have language ideology, we have so many forms of ideology. And yet we want to live together under one single roof. It's not going to happen. The only thing we can do is to allow every region to develop according to what they believe in. For example, now I'm in Nigeria. If I want to go and start a beer parlor alcohol business in a place like Kano, I cannot, because they tell me that it is Sharia law. How can I be in Nigeria and the Sharia law will supersede the law of the land where I live in? It's not going to work. So not until we wake up, we smell the coffee, and we know that we have to restructure our country in any way we can do it. We will just keep complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining. This religious issue is just one of the many albatrosses that we have to carry in our neck as a nation. And not until we address these things, we are just going to keep moving in circles. Now, there's something very, very peculiar happening in Senegal. Just 2 days ago, do you know the Electoral Commission in Senegal and the president, they just all of a sudden, what did they say? They canceled the election that was going to happen, the presidential election. It's exactly the same scenario in Nigeria. Exactly the same scenario. They had somebody like a Peter Obi from nowhere. The person was on top of the election, he was going to win. They sent that person to jail. The person said, okay, no problem. He nominated another person. And that one started gaining momentum again. And all of a sudden, they canceled the election. And if you ask me, who are these people doing this in Senegal? The Fulanis. The Fulanis in Senegal. Because these people, they don't believe in democracy, just like the way they are doing in Nigeria. They don't believe in democracy. They don't believe in real freedom for everybody. Our lifestyles are different. We have different religions, and yet we expect that we are going to work as a nation. It is not going to happen. The only thing that can even give us a semblance of moving forward in the right direction is for we to find a way to fight for a process where every part of the country will be allowed to develop according to their wishes, according to their customs, according to their tradition. Because if we don't do that, see, for example, in the East, the Easterners, they are very Republicans and they are vocal. When things are not okay, they don't care whoever you are. They speak up against their leaders anytime they like. But in the North, you can't do something like that. It's an abomination. So that is why every protest in the country, you can see they always find a way to color it. They always bring in religion, but whenever it doesn't favor them, you can see the same people protesting. So we are all just together in one contraptment called Nigeria. We are just there together, hoping that it's going to work. It's never going to work. It's going to remain like this, not until we wake up and do the proper thing. Okay, take for example, these religious leaders that we are talking about. If every singular election that it's obvious that these elections are rigged, imagine if these religious leaders, they refuse to entertain the winners. They refuse to accept the winners in their mosque, in their church. They don't allow them to come and give thanksgiving in those places. At least there ought to be there will be a change. There will be some positive change in the right direction. But these people are never going to do it. It's not just only because of it, but because of the tribal differences, because of the ideological differences, because people want their own people to remain in power, and they do everything possible to support one of their own to remain in power constantly at the detriment of every other person in the country. Okay, what about the people? The people that protested against Jonathan, people that saw everything wrong with what Jonathan did. Imagine if it was Jonathan that was overseas now, when all these things are happening in Nigeria. Jonathan never left, he was in the country, but everybody, especially from the Southwest, there was no insult, there was no names, they didn't call Jonathan. Even the religious leaders, the leader of Redeemed Christian Church didn't only lead a protest against Jonathan, he led a protest against Jonathan. But that same person is telling us to pray for the country today. How does that work? Which God are you serving? Which God are you serving for that level of double standard? People that didn't pray for Jonathan, people that didn't urge the nation to pray for Jonathan when he was there, people that shouted to high heavens when Jonathan was there. Now imagine all the atrocities going on. The president is not even around. He is in another country. The guy in Plateau, he didn't address it. And everything, even the one in Ekiti, didn't address it. Can any other person from any part of that country do that? No way. No way. It is only this set of people that can do it. And that is why everybody is keeping quiet. People are just looking. The few people that try to talk, they want to silence them in any way possible. Imagine Aisha at her level of protest, as well known as she is. You can see the level of threat that she's getting. So what do you think, common men that people don't even know, what do you think will happen to them if they go to this? I even love what she did. She retweeted it again and included the names of the DSS and dared them. She has said it all. It's one life. Because the only reason why we are even where we are in Nigeria is because we are not just, the docility is too much. Even if you try to talk, other people from other regions, they will just bring all the effort, everything you are doing, they will make all your effort to become zero. Imagine the NSAS if every part of the nation, or less than 80% of the people of Nigeria, if they had supported that NSAS, what would have happened? That would have led to the revolution we've been talking about. To have led to the revolution, all these problems would have ended long before they began. So I don't know, sincerely speaking, we have to face reality. We have to face reality. The divisions amongst us is just the things that are dividing us as a nation. They are more than the things uniting us as a nation. There's really nothing uniting us apart from the word Nigeria. Which other thing unites us again? Football. Even now, They even started saying they have to, if there is a way they will be playing football. If you go online, you still see some people trolling each other. You still see some people trolling each other. It has got football, politics has entered football. So the point and the summary in all this is that religion is just one aspect of the things that is not making Nigeria work. If we settle this aspect of religion that you brought out today, other things will come up. Tribe will come up. What do they call it? Ethnicity will come up. And those things, they are even deadlier. Madam Patricia has clearly said it, that Denmark, Norway, Finland, these three countries, you will be surprised. The difference between the three of them is not even up to the difference between Bini, Ishan, and Auchi. But yet they are different countries because of ideology. I have said it several times. I pick up my phone from Denmark. I call Norway. I don't speak English. I don't speak Norwegian. I speak Danish to the next person on the other side. And the person understands exactly what I'm saying. And the person replies me back with Norwegian. Even if I don't understand, he repeats himself. The borderline is that over 90% of whatever the person says, I understand. And yet, these people are different countries. You think they are stupid? Why do they not call themselves? They live together for over 1,000 years. And if we don't know, this device we call Bluetooth, it is actually Bloodtan. That was the first king of Denmark that tried to unite these three countries together. It didn't work. So when Bluetooth was discovered, it was named after that king, because Bluetooth is a device that unites other devices together. That is the origin of Bluetooth. The Danish word is Bloodtan. So we have to understand this. It has happened. So if these people have experienced all this in history and it didn't work for them, and we think it's going to work for us while maintaining the status quo, we are just joking. So the point in all this is that religion is there. And we can face religion today. Trust me, brothers and sisters, if we are able to deal with the issues of religion, then the issue of ideology will also come up. There's a clear-cut different ideology between the Benin man and the Hausa man, for example, between the Benin man and the Fulani man. See, if you live in the north, they leave everything to God. But people in the south, take for example from Edo State, we want to struggle, we want to achieve everything possible. If we see opportunities, we go and chase those opportunities. But these people in the north, they already have a belief that whatever you achieve in this life, it is what God gives to you, no matter how much you try. So that is what their leaders used to brainwash them. That's the level of docility amongst these people. So at the time we finish dealing with this thing we are calling religion that we think is the problem of our nation, then the problem of ideology will crop up.
All right, thank you.
At the time we are able to deal with the problem, let me just land. At the time we are able to deal with the problem of ideology, then your tribe will pop up. So, Mr. Nanjawat, I don't really know how to thank you for giving me this long opportunity to express myself. Like I keep saying, I will never, never disregard it. I honor you. I thank you very much for the honor you have given to me. It's not easy. You left me on the phone for this long. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. And
Thank
good
you,
evening to everybody listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Chris,
All right.
is
No,
that
it's
you come
gone.
to the platform?
No, it's gone already. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Thank you, Madam Origin, for calling back. Please talk to us.
Yes, Mr. Natural Watch, I'd like to call you that. That name is sticking. It is going global. It's going to, be what it is, as it is a voice for the nation Nigeria. It will soon be the voice for Africa. It was the voice of truth that is loud, the truth that has been neglected, that has been relegated to the background, that has been glossed over. Truth is where the matter is. Nigerians love to talk facts. They love to talk like I said, very opinionated people, very intelligent people. They can manipulate anything. Anything. You see, I picked up, I wanted to, I kind of want to talk about it. Mr. Chris, thank you so much for your submission. Very apt. And I like the angle you took it, but I want to put up another kind of an addition to it. When we talk about religion, tribe, tradition, yes, you're correct. It's not only religion, because we are, I think, majorly the people in the panel are Christians. They kind of talk about what they know. I know, for me, the little I know, to be honest, this is the little I know about Islam. This is what I know. Halal or haram is dependent on who ordered it or who did it. It's like that is the summary of that religion I know. It is halal if maybe the imam ordered it or the sheikh ordered it. Whatever it is that is done under that order is halal. Is haram if it's from the other side, and that is deadly. That is what scares me about that religion. And everyone else is infidel, which is dangerous. So when you're talking about religion, tribe, tradition, and how we address it, I still put it to us that I like the fact that we grew up, our culture is ingrained in respect, in honor. And we respect elders because, they were truthful back in the days when I was growing up. But today, our elders have, they have sown coat of corruption. They have sown coat of bringing facts and not truth. And the danger with, running with facts is that fact has at least 3 dimensions. That is why you see these criminals that call themselves judges were able to stand before us and spew all the nonsense. And they said they were giving us facts and laws.
All right.
Which was what it is. So what am I saying is that we need to pay attention and keep speaking the truth and letting them know that truth is what will save them. Truth is what will deliver Nigeria. And truth is not a thing. Truth stands on its own. You can't gloss around truth. You can't change truth. You can't politicize truth. Truth will remain truth forever. And that is what Nigeria needs. Until they face back truth, they will continue to be what they are. And we are here to tell them the truth. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. God bless you.
God bless you, ma'am. Thank you very much. All right. I'm done with calls right there. Let me come. Mr. Concern, you just joined us right now. So I'm going to give you 8 minutes to talk to us so that we can have our final submission. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, good day, my brother. You guys are at night now. We are here in the day. So how's your family, my brother?
We are very good, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, that's good. Please say hi to them. And may God bless you and bless others. Mrs. Madam Luke and so on and so forth. I thank you all of you. I hail all of you. God bless all of you. AC, hi. I just came in some listening ago to listen to what people are saying. I listened to Chris, and I think I listened to Jonathan when he was talking about the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria mostly is, for now, is hypocrisy and sycophancy. That's mostly the problem Nigeria have now. And that is reading deep into the people. Before, when 20, 30, 40 years ago, Nigeria was not like that. You see truth in the people's mouth, but these days it's no more, and it's no more. You see, but today, like what the other guy was saying about Adebanjo and so on, no, about the pastor or what. the bishop at the band. I think what is his name? I forget his name. You see, the thing is this: it's not about defending your ethnicity or not defending your ethnicity. All of us know what happened during Jonathan time. But that is by the way. I want to talk today about the police. I watched Adoli this morning. He was talking about the police. You know, those two guys, those two police officers who were asking that lady from Ada Dutch or what with the bike, asking her to give them bribe. It's unfortunate. It's not the fault of those guys. Those guys have not eaten salary for 3 years. That is the wickedness of these Nigerian leaders. How can people have not eaten their salary for 3 good years? And a senator is earning 13 point something million a month. Doing what with that? Who are those supposed to eat the biggest salary in Nigeria? Supposed to be police officers and military officers. Because they have a lot of work. They put their life on the line. And nobody's paying them at the end of the day. There are 3 police officers who are arrested in Ogun or what for armed robbery. Some were arrested in Lagos. You know, why these people cannot go and steal when you owe them for more than how many years? That is the problem of Nigeria. And nobody's protesting about this. Nobody's talking about this. These people put their life on the line. And you owe them. Not 1 month, not 2 months, not 3 months, not 4 months. There was a time she also she brought out also one news about some hospital districts who are not paid. That is the wickedness of these leaders. These people are very wicked. Some of them will come and tell you we have to have every house people have to start arming themselves. But they never ask you that is going to arm yourself. If somebody have not eaten, then where you get the money to buy AK-47? Instead of them to go to the house and say the truth, instead of them to go to the house and make good laws, they go there to talk rubbish. You know, sometimes it's very, very, very painful that in a society, some people are regarded and some people are nothing. You see a society that where one man will be having more than 10 police officers guiding him, and others have nothing. These police officers, they just employ them, tell them go to the street, and they stop people. This thing was removed, the subsidy was removed. Who are those suffering for that subsidy today? It's the masses. The masses, the subsidy was removed, and the money that is the masses are paying for high on this petrol is going to the government purse, and they share it. I think that nothing is happening in the states. All the states, nothing is happening. They just take the money, eat the money, and the people are suffering. The same people, the same masses are suffering. Suffering. The government is earning big money from this subsidy removal, but then the masses are not seeing any dividend of it. I think Nigeria is. I don't know whether I say Nigeria or whether I say the leaders that the most wicked people on this planet. How can you be depriving the people what they're supposed to have? Every country gives something to its citizens, but Nigeria remove their own and give them to those that have more, and the people are suffering today. You continue to remove from them, giving to those who have. Why can't you put police officers? What did they do to you? That is where the country, where I don't know. And for these Muslim clerics and this and that, you see, the leaders, the Christian people or the Satanás have been like this for long. They have not been taking these Muslim leaders. They have not been taking them. This religion that came to Nigeria, these Muslims everywhere. But the one that came to Nigeria is not the Muslim that practice in Saudi Arabia, other countries, or Morocco, all those places. Not the one that is practiced there. The one that is practiced there is a robbery one. It's not the same type. Because most other Muslim countries, they move forward, they do the right thing. They help their citizens. But this one in Nigeria, that one is another different religion. It's not the real religion. It's not the real Muslim that everybody knows. That is progressive religion. That caters for the people. That takes care of the people. Where people born children, make them to become almajiri. And they extort them and they try to give them one pence and 2 pence to manage themselves. Instead of making everything to give them good education, to give them good hospitals, or to give them good amenities. That's the problem Nigeria have. And for long, our southern brother who say they are leaders have just left everything like that. Instead of checkmating them, they leave this Muslim clerics and so on to talk what they like, to do what they like. The other day, the AFCC chairman was talking about Christian religion leaders helping the crooks to siphon money or what. But he never mentioned the name of the religion, whether it's Christian or Muslim. But I believe it's the Muslim because those who are making this kidnapping in Nigeria to this day mostly is the North. Mostly the Fulanis that are kidnapping. And they are the ones that are those religious leaders are using to siphon money for them. You see, so it's very, very unfortunate where Nigeria is heading to. You see, balkanizing the country is better for us than this way we are going. We can't go, Nigeria cannot go anywhere. We need to have a good life. We need to have good electricity. People need to have good life to say, yes, they have a country. But we don't have a country as of now. And I'm sorry, it's difficult to have it because our leaders have become rogue. They have gone rogue. There's nothing good coming out of them, only how to destroy the citizens. Election, no. Nothing, no hospitals, no good thing in Nigeria. Nothing you can think of. Nothing is working in Nigeria. The president of what is in Dubai, is in France, making a deal on sending one of the biggest oil wells. He's doing the deal to give to Orlando, his cousin. That's what he's doing in France. You see? So that oil ring has been there for long. Even it was there when Bangladesh was there, but Obasanjo was there. They didn't want to sell that oil ring. They did not, because it's one of the biggest oil ring in Nigeria. But today, that man, this criminal, went to France to sell that into to Orlando. So that's why I have it today, my brother. We are tired of this Nigeria issue. It's very, very difficult. Because now we have seen big criminals, the highest criminal in the world. That's the one ruling us. With his friends and brothers. With his Lagos boys and so on and so forth. You don't have a country where you don't share the resources, where you don't share the appointments. In every people have to get that appointment. Everybody have to be included to see that the country move forward. You can't come and have a country, you make it like your own village or your own family. This is my boy, this is my boy. No country works in boys. People work with different people. There's people who are intelligent in this in Cross River. There are people who are intelligent in this in Abokute. There are people who are intelligent in this in Lagos. There are people who are intelligent in this in Enugu State. You have to bring them together and see that the country move forward. Don't just go and bring all your boys it's Nigeria, a country of one man. That's where the problem lies. Thank you, my brother, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Oga Consign. Thanks for coming in today. God bless you, sir.
God bless
Thank
you too.
All right, let's have final submission. Mother Patricia, please, 4 minutes, final submission. Thank you very much for your patience. Talk to us. Okay, you are not there. I'll move on now to the next.
Yeah, oh, you're not going to run away.
Okay, go ahead, but 4 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Evans, if I say today, not today, you want to celebrate specially? Eh? Okay.
No celebration. 2 hours is enough for Sunday now.
And
We
I
already closed the
understand.
2 hours already. So
today, me a day Aja. Be like, I don't want to go. So, but not withstanding. Thank you so much again for the opportunity. I want to also I want to bring another truth into this matter. Because my submission then, I focused on the greed of the so-called religious leader not being able to correct their followers, when they are doing wrong and stealing money and bringing it to them. But let us take it beyond there. Okay? Before these people ever even go, or before you become even to belong to any of this religious group, you are first a citizen. You are coming from a home. Okay? You are coming from a home. And that means whatever you people practice in your home is what you are taking outside your environment, what you have inside is what you give. People you go with, people, the school you went to, everything has an influence in you. Let's bring it home, because even looking at the religious leaders aspect of it, that is like extended problem, or escalated problem that's already brewing on the background, before they took it out. Now, even in Nigeria, as we speak, parents, you will see your 18 years old girl or old boy is driving a car of 7 million. He doesn't have a job. He's not doing anything that that you've worked out to make him achieve, and yet you are celebrating him. Everybody is running around him and hailing him. So, um, so that's where, for me, that's where the problem starts. Because if you have a child, you've not invested on the child. The child is not doing any reasonable work, legit business that is bringing in such money. If the child should come home with a car of that, even if it's a phone, maybe iPhone, whatever, a 14 years old, a woman or a boy coming with an iPhone 13 that cost almost hundreds of thousands of naira, and you are rejoicing to celebrate it. So that's where the problem starts. So before even we look at the religious people, because the religious people came from this same bunch of people. They are not born religious. Okay, they were born from a home. So what happened is that they've decided not to renew their mind, all of them together. That's what it is. That's what it is. They went in with what they carried before, and they decide to stay with it. They are not changing. So the problem is not only there; it's the root cause. It's from the grassroots. And if we have to address it, we need to sensitize people. We need to educate parents, right from home. How everything needs to be really, redugged out and replanted. That's what I can see. Because it doesn't matter what we do, the foundation, when the foundation is broken, is broken. When the foundation is destroyed, is destroyed. There is nothing. Like when I was growing up, you cannot have something, my parents, they cannot celebrate it. You cannot bring something that doesn't belong to you, or something that is they know that you cannot afford. You cannot take it home and they will celebrate it. They will want to know where you got that thing. But the Nigeria today is not like that. So everybody celebrates anything that anybody achieve, whether legit or illegal, it doesn't matter, as long as they achieve it. That's what they are celebrating, and that's what you are seeing. Hence, you can see somebody traveling all the way from Nigeria to go and celebrate 50-year birthday in Granada, spending dollars, giving dollars away, 100 bay. We saw it. Whereas somebody else who is not as that influential spent, did the same thing, and that one is being oppressed. That one is being called in for question, or even being arrested to come and be punished for what he did. So we have a long way to go, as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, the difference between the culture and the divide, cultural divide and religious divide of beliefs is too great, and that's why we have such problems. Because, like, people influence, you are influenced by your environment as well. Okay, because it might be that it's not, some of these things probably were not permitted in Benin or in Bori or in those places before. But with strangers coming in, and we've been accommodative, and allowing them to stay, they start to manifest what they know. Before you know, we are rub off. There's a rub off of such behavior, and we take it, and before you know, it becomes the norm of the place. So we have a long way to go. I'm not for one Nigeria, and I'm very loud about it. I am not. I've never been right from my childhood, and I would never ever support one Nigeria. I'm really, really, because I know that it will never work. And anybody that is truthful to themselves, they should not support one Nigeria. If we can go back to that really regional setting, or regional, I think regional will work. Regional will work because it worked before. So why would it not work? And in fact, the Midwest, we are all one people. It doesn't matter the language all of us speak. All of us, we are related somehow. We have our origin in Edo. So we can work together, and we have almost the same culture somehow. If you look at us, the way we dress, the way we dance, everything is almost the same. So we can fit in into that category. So Nigeria, please, I think the best thing, let everybody go their way and let everybody develop their place. That's the point that we have now, and save our people for this bell. Don't ring 2 times. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Trisha. Thank you very much for your time with us today, and thanks for your submission. All right, Madam Luke, please give us your final submission. 4 minutes, man. Good evening to you once again.
Good evening. Thank you again, once again, for having me, and I'm having a very peaceful day today. Well, we have said it all. I'm going to only recap on two things: on the religion, and then the insecurity. So, you see, while we were having the discussion, I went ahead and just did my own research. The most peaceful countries in the world are the least religious, and the most religious countries in the world are the most violent. And when you have the most religious, Israel is number one. Then the ones that came after them are all Muslim countries. And then when you go to the ones that don't carry religion on their heads, Denmark, you will not see one Muslim. You will see presence of Muslims there. So you see, religion doesn't foster peace.
Who says that? That's
Hold
not
on.
true.
Let me ask you. Let me
That's
tell
not
you.
true.
Okay, hold
I
on.
live
Hold on.
here, so
Hold on. Hold on. I know you live there, and like I said, we are talking about the general compared to other worlds, other parts of the country. I mean, other parts of the world. You don't hear them on the news. Even if there's no way you're not going to have strife. Don't get me wrong, but I'm telling you, on the whole, where you have all these jihadists, even when you're reading the Bible, you know why I got rid of the Bible? I got tired of people saying, "Who will go for us?" And when somebody will say, "Send me," I don't know where they are going. They are going to fight one war or the other, one war or the other, one war. There was never peace in there. And that is why there was a tussle between religions, mostly Christianity and Islam, because they were fighting for control. And that is how they came to control the minds of the people that they are ruling today. People are saying you have a Muslim ticket. No, you have a pagan ticket in Nigeria. It's a pagan ticket. When you look at your so-called president and your so-called vice president, you know that these people, and I thank God for Mr. Jonathan's submission, 60 million people in Nigeria have undisclosed, untreated mental illness. World Health Organization says 1 in 4 Nigerians are mentally unstable. These are the people your government uses to topple the government. If you look at Tinubu and you look at Shatima, especially Shatima has very, very obvious tics of a mentally unstable human being. His mouth will smile when there's no cause to smile. His eyes will be jumping from place to place. He cannot sit still. This man is wired 24/7. These are mentally unstable people ruling Nigeria. And they use the cloak of religion to foster their aims. And then you have perfect prophets and pastors. Those ones are the original 419ers, taking advantage of the situation. The quest for conversion continues, and it's not shown in their lives. So mental instability and religion will only keep the people poor. Yes, Madam Pat, I'm not saying there is no unrest, but go and research it. The most religious countries in the world, starting with Israel, number one, are the most violent and the most, what will I say, war-torn areas. They never rest. They're always defending one thing or the other. One thing. They don't believe in dialogue. Before you say ha, it's gone. Then their counterparts, the Muslims, ha, haram, harag, warag. They will come up with all kinds of terms, but they never practice what they preach. That's the problem with religion. So my people, for those who practice religion, good luck. I have had extreme peace since I got rid of all of them. It doesn't mean I don't have friends that are, but when religion comes in, that's where we part ways. I don't want to know what you worship. I'm not interested. Don't convert me. I'm not going to convert you. We can go on a cruise and we can go on a party. The reason I come to Niger Watch, this is my religion right here, where people can come together, can share, and show that you can coexist as one in peace. And those people who continue to cause trouble in Niger Watch, they find their way out of this place. So rather than me go and invest my time in some cult under the guise of religion, I'd rather come here where we exchange minds. I'm a philosopher. Exchange minds, seek for how to solve problems and how to better the human race. So everybody need to check themselves. Thank you very much and have a blessed week.
Thank you, Mother Luke. God bless you, man. All right. Let me call on Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, please give us your final submission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone, all the submissions, the ladies in the house. I thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you. I just want to, kind of reiterate my earlier submission with respect to the coalition, unofficial coalition that is between the church and the state in Nigeria. Whether we like it or not, that coalition is existing, that covenant is there and is intact, except one of them tries to play smart. They know when any one of them, either one of them wants to play smart, they call themselves to order. Don't go there. Stop it. Press the brake. You are going too far. Otherwise, you will shred this agreement. And they know their limits. When you see one extremist religious leader that wants to start, playing tough, or he wants to play the smart one, others will call him to order. And if they call him to order and it's not, budging, they will quickly dissociate themselves. Go and look at the pattern in Nigeria. When you see one religious leader that is coming out, outspoken, trying to challenge the status quo, trying to speak with truth to power, the first thing is they will first of all malign, they will give him all kinds of name. And if they see that is not working, they will quickly dissociate themselves. That is, they are sending message to the authority, to the government, that is not part of us. It's not part of us. We are still in. The covenant is still intact. And that is what is happening. Until that covenant, that whatever agreement they have between themselves, until that thing is shredded, tear into pieces, that country, peace will be far. Peace will be very, very far away from Nigeria. Someone talked about truth. Of course, there is no truth in Nigeria. Absolutely no truth in Nigeria. There's no truth. Is a country of complete dishonesty and deception. And that dishonesty and deception starts from the top down to all the people that the so-called leader or ruiner surrounded themselves with. the one that is sitting in somewhere in France right now, is the master. Is the one, is the master. Is the one that is in charge. The dishonesty, the deception starts from him, and it cut across all the people, the 48 that he surrounded himself with. That is the reason why all of them, from him down to all these people that he has around him, they have no capacity to do or deliver truth. They are not in the business, they are not in the truth business. They are not in the truth business. They are in the deception and manipulation business. And they know it. Sometimes someone can be deceptive, dishonest, unknowingly. Like you are being dishonest, like you don't know that what you are doing, your actions are not really truthful. You don't know. But these people, they are aware of their dishonesty. They are aware of their deception. They know that they are deceiving Nigerians. They know that they are manipulating Nigeria. On January 1st, 2024, this year, the so-called leader or ruiner, he gave a speech. He delivered a speech. And that speech on that day was full of complete lies. Everything on that speech, January 1st, 2020, it was complete lies. He talked about agriculture. He talked about the student loan. I'm still waiting for that student loan. I'm still waiting for that agriculture minister, because that was the centerpiece of that speech. That in their mind, they will use it to deceive people successfully. That is what we captivate people and continue to keep people in their cages where they have kept them. He used agriculture, which is the centerpiece, that this one will keep them silent because people are crying. Remember, we're just coming out of the festive season. Or just, in fact, it was the peak of it. We're talking of January 1st. It was the peak of the festive season. People are talking about the cost of food, how the prices of food have skyrocketed. And it is the moment, the right moment, to use agriculture to keep people, to keep them, intact in their cages where they have kept them. And they know, that's what I mean, that they know that this deception, they are aware of it. They use it, they know the right time to bring it out. At that time, he talked about agriculture, and he knew that he was lying to Nigerians. That there is 120,000 hectares of land somewhere in Jigawa State. And they are already now, as they are planting, or they have already planted, and that about 50 billion naira has been allocated for the project and all the rest of it. Knowing fully, I'm waiting. This is February. I'm waiting when that Nigerians will begin to see the fruit of that agricultural whatever that he brought out on January 1st, 2024. I'm waiting. Nigerians are waiting. That money, where that money actually went, I'm waiting. Because there was no minister that will come out. Because when the one that is in charge, the leader, when he comes out and he speaks, he will not be elaborate enough. He will just throw it out there. It is the ministers, the one that he has appointed, that will come out and give us the full details. Because they have sat down in one room with some people, experts, bureaucrats, technocrats. They have sat down, they have discussed it, they have strategized, and they have decided this is what they want to do. So their leader just come out and give us the headlines. The ministers or the bureaucrats will now come out and tell us the details in the days following. That's how it works in a society where truth prevails. Then the minister and the bureaucrat will now come out, the civil servant, they will now come out and tell us, this is it, this is how it's going to be. And I've been waiting. If you are hearing me, all of you, where you are in Nigeria, these winners, I'm waiting. This is, I said it on February 1st, that same day. And this is January 1st. This is February now. I'm waiting. Today is February 4th. About 35 days now I've gone. I'm waiting for your minister to come out and come and tell us, has the money been disbursed? If it has not, what are you waiting for? Let us know. Who and who got this? Let us. So all the 48 ministers that you surrounded yourself with, they are complete mismatch, whether professionally or in character. Some of them even lack boots. They lack professionalism, they lack character. So we shouldn't expect anything. So that is the state of Nigeria. And we will continue to speak until you people come out clean. You have to come out clean and do the needful. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to everyone. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Okay, the last on the panel, Oga Consign, please give us your final submission. 4 minutes, sir. Okay, Oga Consign, you are not there.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Thank you.
I saw now your presentation now where they say DSS say they will arrest. They want to arrest Yusuf for what, that lady. You see, the problem is that those people don't have job. They don't know also what they're supposed to do. So that is the problem. If somebody say truth in Nigeria, you'll be in problem. And if they know you're a good person, you'll be in problem. No good person lasts in Nigeria. That is the problem of Nigeria. You see, that is why when anybody call Nigeria evil, those people ruling evil people, they are evil. Because none of them you see that is good. None of them that see that a human being. They're all evils. You see, this is DSS also. The leader of that DSS is not a Nigerian. That man is not a Nigerian. He's from Niger. That's what the man Buhari used. And instead of this new president now to remove him, he don't want to remove him. That man is committing atrocity in Nigeria. You see, that's where the pro and I wanted to ask Jonathan a question. What is happening now is worse than what happened. What was happening in Jonathan time, and our Western brothers have not started protesting. Instead that Daboy and Cohen and so Kumuyi, all of them, they just saying pray. Why that protest? Because that is where that's where they will know is the headquarters of the protest in Nigeria. Why the protests have not started there? We're supposed to be protesting by now. Because Nigeria, where is going? Well, like the other woman said, she has never believed in Nigeria before. Well, when I was young, I used to believe in Nigeria. But since 15 years ago or 20 years ago, I stopped, even since I started not believing in Nigeria when the time Abacha was there. When he couldn't allow Nigerians to go and they play football in South Africa, the national team. You see, that time I don't know much about this, the Fulanis and so on and so. I don't know much about the man, but that guy told me that time that these Fulanis, my brother, if they say no, it's no. And upon all the whole pleadings that time by everybody, let Nigeria go. Let that man say no, Nigeria cannot go. You see, so since that time, I started looking at Nigeria. And then when this republic came, and I see what the politicians are doing, that's where I know that the center cannot hold. That country is not meant to be one. I always said it. If the whole South, can come together and have their own country, there's nothing we don't have in South. There's nothing we don't have. We have the human capacity. We have everything. We have those that are educated. We have the land. There's nothing we cannot do to make live a certain Nigeria. There's nothing we cannot do to make it a prosperous nation and a peaceful nation, and the United Nation. No matter this I know the people who are deceiving our people. That like the former governor of Abia State. Is it no, not Abia State. The former governor of Ebonyi State. That man was a good man until NTPC. When these people promise him that they're going to make him president of Nigeria, now the man become a Dracula. You see, when they say this, well, also enjoy there, we know already, everybody knows that it's a crook. So we know that those who are deceiving these people, you see, but they're not supposed to be deceived. They're supposed to make use of their senses. I want us to use this opportunity as I'm talking now. If there's a way, the DSS can even go and arrest former governors of Abia State. They're supposed to go and arrest them. All those from all Jews of Kalu to all those that ruled before this governor came now. Those people need to be arrested. Because if you see the way Abba is now, that is what is called a leadership. You see? So if you can have somebody like that, like I said, honestly speaking, if the South have their own country, that Southern Nigeria will be one of the best country. Because we have everything. We'll move forward, we'll do everything together. I don't think any man from a Yoruba man will want to kill somebody from Igbo or even a Edo or even Bayelsa. No. Yorubas are not so violent. They're not violent. We know where if like a politician they want to grab it with everything, we know that. But for other things, no. But that is nothing. Because we have to checkmate each other. Igbo man cannot go and start fighting a man or killing. It's not possible. Igbo man cannot go around killing people. It's not possible. The same thing applicable to any religion, any tribe, that place. But with this, with the way we are now, it can't work. And anybody who says that he can work, well, is that person, I let that person, I thank that person. Let him go and deal with his own God. But if we can have our own country, honestly speaking, I believe that we will be one of the best. Nigeria is the certain area is a blessed place. Like the religion we're talking about, and like Miss Luke, like what she was saying, it's not that Israelis are more violent also. Israelites have gone through Holocaust before, and now they don't want anything to happen to them again. That is why, whenever they come with Palestine or Muslims, they want to fight them because in 1979 or no 69 or what, they fought. They fought many times. They fought with the Muslims. It's the Arabs. And they have been defeating them. And that's why America is supporting them. Because they don't want Israel to be attacked again or that Holocaust to go against the genocide to be against them again. Not that if any country, like for example, all these countries you mentioned, Denmark, all those countries, even Russia, all those countries, they don't have this kind of religion. They don't have it. Some countries are only Christians. Some countries are only Muslims. And if it stays like that, that's where there is peace. But this missing us together, this and this and this and that, that's where problem comes in. And the kind of religion we have in Nigeria is the religion of dominance, the religion of crook religion. You see, that is why the problem in Nigeria is happening. One person cannot come and say he wants to dominate others. He wants to destroy others. He wants to call others, what did they call I forget, what did they call us? What did they call the South? That you can't look okay, we are in a family now. I say you are not a human being. I'm the one that is a human being. You are my slave. I'm the one that is the master. It can't work. And anybody who feel that Nigeria can be together, Nigeria can move forward. Well, I thank God for him. But it's not possible. If Nigeria was only Christians, like in the south, some of these Yoruba that are Muslims, they're not Muslims, they're just convert Muslims. Those are not really Muslims. It's just convert Muslims. You see, those who are looking for something from the north and so on and so forth. But they're not really Muslims. So for me, I want where people can have life, where people can have peace. You can't come and say, like, if people who are jubilating about Eagles going to play football. My brothers are dying. Our people are dying. Our people are being fired. And they have to celebrate that we are going to play. What am I people celebrating about? I've been celebrating soccer. I like football more than anything. We used to travel from here. We used truck to go to from Imo State to go to Edo. From there we go to Lagos. We truck in the night going to watch soccer. But those things now are no more in my diary because when I see my people being fired, oh my God, even if they're not the same blood with me, but it's very painful. I can't withstand that. That my fellow people, human beings, are being fired in any way or kidnapped. Look at the school children. When I was in school, nobody kidnapped me. When I was in school, I lived peacefully. I have everything I can think of. I go to school peacefully. I learn. But today, my fellow, this thing are being eyed, taken to custody and all this thing, taken to the inside the bush, being asked for ransom, treated in a very inhuman way. Who will be happy? And then I come to watch people who are playing, who are dancing or playing soccer. What does that help me? That doesn't help me anything. And it's something you have to enjoy for 1 minute and then come another thing. Okay, my brother, have a blessed weekend. I joined you today because I like this program, and God help me. I will continue to come anytime I have a chance. Even my business, this one, I used to use it to make I make my business. I do online business. Even as sometimes when somebody come now, message me, I have to do so. That's why sometimes I don't normally jump, but I'll continue to join. And anytime God help me also, I will try to support it because I like supporting anything that brings
Thank you,
up
sir.
people together. Yes. Thank you and God
God
bless
bless
you.
you, sir.
Have a blessed weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Consign. Thanks very much
Thank
for
you.
all you do. I want to appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Those of you that joined us, Madam Patricia, Madam Luke, Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, Oga Consign. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. May God bless you all.
Bless you too.
Thank you very much for those of you that called in as well. We even have a caller right now anyway. Okay, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Jawash.
Yes, sir.
And good evening, all the panelists.
Is that Mr. Oduwa?
Hello. Yes, this is Oduwa.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
And so let me put some things in perspective and clear. The problem we are facing in Nigeria is not about the North or the South any longer. The problem we are facing is about the elites and the autonomy, whereby those who are in position believe that they have dominate every other person. And for those who have the same character that is in the midst of those they are dominated, are looking for a way to occupy the positions. When I surprised when people are saying Nigeria Constitution, because for me, Nigeria doesn't have constitutions. The constitution Nigeria has was the time there was British, when they were living, Nigeria had constitutions. Then after that era, that the military overthrows and now occupy their position, which they now form themselves to become the military civilian. Nigeria never had constitutions. When they said 1999 amended, Nigeria never had constitution. If Nigeria have constitution, who wrote the constitution? Is it the South that wrote it for the North? Or the North wrote it for the South? Or both of them came together and wrote the constitutions? This is where people have to start asking themselves questions. Before they said they want to fix it, How are you going to fix what did not exist? You can only fix something that's spoiled. When people realize that they did not have constitutions, then they were able to know what to do. But since they believe they have constitution and they are not able to identify those who wrote the constitution, how are they going to fix what they did not identify? A doctor cannot treat the illness which he did not know of. A doctor can only treat what you told him that this is what, and he find it that is truth. He will apply medication to it. So Nigerians cannot be fixed because there is no constitution that makes Nigeria a Nigeria. So that is for that. And for those who believe it is the note that, no, education matters a lot. But the fact of our educations, what we believe, the certain belief that the education is when you just go to British survey apply to us, that you come to class, come and learn their language, they teach you how to write their language, you speak their language, you are educated. That is the most things that is bringing the South backward, thinking that the North are not educated. And why the Muslim, the Arab also put the North in their own class and give them their own formations. So the education is start telling people, let them know what they are losing, let them think of how to recover and give them solution how to recover it.
Thank you.
Then, okay.
Round up.
Okay, thank you. So for those who did not know, the religions These two are brothers, Christians and Muslims. They are the religions that is destroying our real religion. Our real religion is what people now call culture. By the time we practice that culture, everything will work out for us. For those saying, let the country divide, how are you going to divide the country where they cut south to the north and they make them Kogi and the other states there? They say they are now north. How are you going to live? How am I going to leave my people for the north? You say country want to divide. It is not possible. So let's us go back to histories and begin to know our brothers and our sisters. They can talk of dividing of the country. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. All right. Let me pick another call here. I have Mr. Okay, I think I lost that caller. Okay, yes, calling back. Mr. Chimeze, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Thank you. Good evening to you, sir.
Up Gunners.
Yes, oh yes. Yes,
we flog Liverpool like never before.
Like never before. Yes, so
yeah, up Gunner.
Yeah, I was so happy. I say anywhere Niger watch is, he might be jumping up and down.
I was very happy. That's why I came out late now. I was so happy.
I know. The same thing with me. In fact, I'm working, I'm watching the game. I'm working, I'm watching the game.
Thank you, sir. Please
I was so happy. Yeah, Niger watch. Let me tell you one thing. Let me divert. Nigeria, the problem we have in Nigeria is every sector in Nigeria is corrupt. Every sector is corrupt. Unless if the system is clean, that's how Nigeria gonna work. Every section, both banking, both immigration, both the ones in imports, all of them, they are every section in Nigeria, every sector, all of them is corrupt. All of them. When you talk about BGIE, NEPA, you know, you haven't said about NEPA one day here. The NEPA issue in Nigeria, if the people open their mouths and tell you what they are passing through in the NEPA hand, oh my God, you know about it. Tell me, on this age, you don't have lights, but maybe 1 month, and the bill will come to you, the light you never use. And when you won't say anything. That's why this prepaid meter they are bringing, they don't want to distribute everywhere. They are holding it. Why they can't give every houses those prepaid meter, so that if you have light, you know, in your card, you put your card, you know, you if you finish, you buy another one. But this one, that's their analog. Nigeria love analog. You know why? They love analog. That's why if you watch what happened in election, they went back to analog. Instead of, if the whole world is going front, Nigeria is going backward. You see that? So the sector in Nigeria is corrupt until the masses will get up, say, no, we need to clean these people. We need to clean everywhere. Everywhere is dirty. We need to clean it up. That's how Nigeria will work. But if the way it is right now, hey no. It can never. Is it the security side? Everywhere. Is it immigration? Is it a custom? You're sending something from back home. Tell me how you are seeing the way the custom usually do on the ports. Those ones, they are brutal. I call them, they are brutal. It's what they like, they will tell you. Not what the government will say something, they will do their own. if you don't careful, they will seize your container. Nothing will happen. It's only in Nigeria. Something that anybody will wake up and do it because he's a uniform man. He can do anything. That's why I was telling you yesterday, my brother is in spy police. They all have those things, but what they use spy police for? To come, say they give them. My brother is like a police, but he's a spy. He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have a talk through. But he wear uniform police. How much? About 150,000. You go for a 6 months training. To what? Just to defend it. To they let you go wherever you want to go. That's why if you see how many people enter that place, you will say, "Wow." In fact, Nigeria need to get up.
Thank you.
They need to get up and say enough for this. Insecurity, everyday killing, here and there. Things are getting worse and worse. Every day. Come on, man. It's too much. It's too much. We all come here every day, speaking out every day by day. Tomorrow, killing, today, killing. Next tomorrow, another one will happen again. May God help us. Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Good night.
Right.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
I just want to add to the passion of this brother that just called now. Let me just add to his passion. You see, the problem in Nigeria is this is just the beginning. It has not even, they are just getting started. Because in the last few days, even the customs, they have increased their duty by 42%. So, and everything is being imported into the country. So in the coming, by next week, even by tomorrow, you see the prices of everything will skyrocket again. So because there is no money.
But
And
the dollar is better now, right?
the dollar is not, the dollar is, what they are doing is that the dollar now, there is nothing like central bank rate again. They try that, okay, they bring it to the same. So whatever you see at the black market is what the central bank, maybe 40 naira difference or 50 naira, which is still a crime. It's still is a crime they are committing, because the difference should not be more than 1 naira or 2 naira. So if you go to the central bank and get it and bring it to the black market, it should be only 1 naira or 2 naira, which is the cost of your business, your profit. They will give you 1 naira or 2 naira, but it is still 50 naira or 60 naira. That's still a crime. Just call it what it is. It's a crime. And now for people to be paying now 42% more on an economy that is import dependent, they need money. They need naira. They need the naira. They need the dollar. Because you can't print. If you like, you can go and print. You cannot print yourself to death and be printing and be printing and be printing. They have to be collecting the money from people. So now, just expect more. So I just want to, add to that, the passion that this scholar display is unfortunate that the trouble of Nigerians is going unabated. It has just begun. It's
Even
unfortunate.
even Jonathan, it's not even that. Oh. Here in America here now, those that used to ship out to Nigeria, they're no more going to ship again. They're not shipping anymore. Because when you ship now, the import duty there is high. The clearing duty is very, very high. So people now don't want to ship anymore.
Yeah,
And who lose?
yeah,
Who
exactly.
lose? Huh.
Somebody just told me yesterday in Nigeria that his 40 feet container is 9 million. The
That's
custom
the
due
problem.
9 million naira for one container. 9 million.
You know
Nine.
how much to clear Sienna now? How
That,
much
that
to clear
is
Sienna now?
is
Huh.
we need you the minimum you will need now in Nigeria to clear a 40 feet container, 9 million, depending on what is inside the container. But that is the minimum, because there is nothing like it's 42%. They have jacked it up to 42%.
Sienna to clear Sienna now is about 3.something million.
Yeah, that's
You
what it is
understand?
now.
Mercedes others. The people are not shipping now. So people in Nigeria also, they're gonna lose. Their brothers and sisters are gonna lose. You see? So it's a problem. It's a big problem. We don't know where we are heading to. And there are
All
some
right.
people that
Thank
is
you.
their only business. There are
Thank
some
you.
people here is their only business to ship.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate
Okay.
you all for your time with us today. Thank you once again, Madam Patricia, Madam Luke, Mr. Jonathan, Oga Consign, and everyone that called into the show today, Madam Origin, Madam Love of God is my strength, Oga Chris, and many others. May God bless you all, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I'd like to appreciate every one of you right there on the comment section. Love of God is my strength. You supported us earlier on. God bless you, Madam. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'd like to appreciate those of you right down in the comment section, starting with Mother for All Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate all you do. Thank you very much, everybody right there. Michael and Amaro, Josh Blue Shell, Princess, thank you. Abu Azi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Peggy Mode, thank you. Thank you. Tony Africa, thank you. And many others right there. This was I get there, can see you as well. Okay, we've come to the end of the broadcast. 3 hours, 2 hours now be proposed, but we still drag and reach 3 hours. It's okay. But nevertheless, tomorrow, by God's grace, fingers crossed, we're coming back again, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we'll be reporting something good about our country. But unfortunately, we only report it as we see them. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Gingerbread man, they call this time. I don't understand. Gingerbread man, are you not watching me? You are watching me now. Why they call when they give final submission now?
No. I just want to conclude.
But you for course since you course since
Sorry. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Mr. Elvis, let me tell you this. This is my own suggestion to you. I beg you did try. I beg you take 1 day off. I beg. May you rest. You human being.
I
was listening to you yesterday. I say not true. Even though on 1 day, even though on Sunday or Saturday, I beg, take them off. We will understand.
Mr. Niger Watch, I think I agree. Thank you.
Exactly.
I beg. I beg. Take 1 day off. We will understand. I beg.
All right.
You are doing well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate this. At least if people understand that would be very nice. It's not easy for us coming here every day. It's not just easy at all. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. But we'll see how it goes. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. Help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. For those of you that are going to play back our video later on, please do your part by liking and sharing so that our voices can go far. My people are here. Now we'll go draw the curtain. I'll see you guys again tomorrow by God's grace. Fingers crossed. Good night, everyone, and bye for now.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Like that was the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Naija Watch Media. Voice for the voiceless. Naija Watch Media. Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Naija Watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria.